Labor Day to you, fam. Yeah, 6 days more. We're going to see some labor. And we're going to see some laboring in Detroit where the Lions will be made into kittens. We'll change their name after that game to the Detroit Kitties. Ah! Hey, fam, no, here's the thing. Okay, Lance is taking off the splint, but still, he's not throwing the ball yet. So it appears that 49ers will start Garoppolo versus the Lions. The mystery might be over. Well, you notice how I said might be over? Because Niners coach Shanahan has never fully admitted to which quarterback would start against the Lions in week 1. Even though Matt Maiocco said, look, man, the drama and mystery is over. It's Jimmy G. And I was like, did he tell you that, Matt? You know. In fact, Shanahan has really made anything official as of yet. With rookie QB Trey Lance taking the splint off his injured finger today, with just 6 days left before the 2021 season Game 1 kickoff, it is being assumed, exclamation point, brackets, that he won't start due to both preparation and time and concern for his injured finger. You don't want to rush that rookie along and hurt that finger even further, right? So Shanahan will address the media on Wednesday, and so we will wait with bated breath until that particular moment. And Shanahan is enjoying toying with all of our collective feelings. Tonight, though, we'll go to the phones for your thoughts on what Niners coach Shanahan may do to continue to manipulate the minds of both the media and the Lions coaching staff heading into this Game 1. I think Kyle's going to start walking into the stadium with a big cloak on, and you'll see the little imprint of a dagger on the side of it, because the man is just, this is fun for Shanahan, I really do. I get the feeling it is. In the beginning, he was pissed off because people kept asking him. And now I think it's just because, okay, you guys going to keep messing with me? All right, keep messing with me, all right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do from here. Every time you ask me that question, I'm going to send you in a world of imagination. And you're going to have to go, I'm done with answering that question. Stop asking me. You guys have asked me that for every week. But Kyle is real. Kyle, you gave roundabout answers. You left it up to everybody's own devices to come up with who they think is going to be the starting quarterback. It's not fair. Even I have to admit it's not fair. And I love Kyle Shanahan, but I think I don't know what he's doing with this, but I do in a way know what he's doing with this, but I don't know if it makes any sense for a grown man to try to fool other grown men that have been in the league for this length of time, trying to fool them into thinking that you're not going to start somebody or going to start somebody. I don't know. And I could be wrong. Shanahan might know exactly what he's doing and it may work. But I think D Ford, though, by the way, has reportedly looked good during his limited training camp reps. We all heard about that, and the coaching staff expects him to continue to beat up and harass opposing quarterbacks, Jared Goff. And Jared, you know D. Again this season. Ford isn't expected to be an every down player, though. And actually, I don't know that he ever was with us as we've had him, right? D told reporters after today's practice, quote, like any injury, we're going to start with a pitch count, a standard for any injury. My role is to do what they brought me here to do, make big plays. And D, I'm glad to hear you say that because you know what I'm saying? Unquote, by the way. D makes all the difference in the world. Now, the thing is, he's only in there for the times that he can make all the difference in the world and does normally. I'm talking about a man that's sitting back on the bench, chewing gum, having a sip of cola, and saying, so what you gonna do, rookie? How long you been here? D, I've been here for 3 years. Oh, yeah, that's right. I ain't been out here for 3 years. I just got out here today. I was out here a little bit last year. How you doing, man? Can you imagine D Ford having a conversation with somebody he thinks is a rookie? Let me stop. D, but D's very important to this team. We got to have him. Ford, quote, he says, I feel good, progressing every day. We're not really trying to reinvent the wheel and throw too much volume at one time. Everything has been pretty good, unquote. D also said he doesn't really think about the snap count. And maybe we shouldn't either. The depth along the defensive line allows the 49ers to roll out whatever game plan is required against any opponent. That goes for the Lions, that goes for the Eagles, that goes for the... We have such a diversity of killers assembled on that defensive line that we could put them like in and open up gates on MFs. And all during the game do that. You know what I mean? It's not like you could come in prepared with a game plan thinking you're going to beat the 49ers offensively. We have antidotes, lots of them. So you go ahead and bring your best game. It's not going to matter because you're not going to get anything done in the trenches. And that's where the game starts. And also, D knows there's a lot of talent along that defensive front. This is what happens when you get too excited. I'm just glad I don't have asthma because it'd be triggered all the time. I have other conditions, though, that do get triggered. I'm going to keep those a secret. You may see them at time to time. Don't try to identify them or diagnose them, please. D's quarter said, I just hope D is the only player. I mean, he cannot have these guys getting too cocky. Fam, we can't. They got to realize, in order to have the edge, you cannot be cool and overconfident. As Rev would say, in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. Don't come out there clowning the man. Beat his ass. Beat him up. Have him laying down, screaming for mercy. That's what you want to do. You want to achieve that as early as the first 5 minutes of the game, like we did last year against the year before last year. I say, you notice how I'm looking at 2020 as a bad memory? I blocked it out. I forgot about 2020 already. 2019, when the Andy Dalton-led Bengals, was that Andy Dalton? Yeah, it was Andy. Was swarmed immediately after the game started. That's pretty much set the tone for that entire game. That's why you do it, you know. Break hurt feelings early in the game. Take the manhood out. You know what I'm saying? Make opponents feel like we can't wait till this game is over because I'm tired of getting this whoop in. Anyway, man, Trey Lance is no longer wearing a splint on that right index finger of his right hand, but he isn't using a football either. So that's not good. T. Lance sustained what Coach Kyle Shanahan described as a microchip fracture of a finger when his hand hit the helmet of a silly, unnecessary Raider defender in the preseason finale. Lance was expected to miss 7 days of practice. He's already arranged to be seen, if he will, be able to grip and throw a football on within the next couple of days, which is going to be Wednesday when the Niners begin full preparations to face the Lions in the regular season opener on Sunday. Don, I almost called y'all clowns, but I'm sorry. I should have more respect. Detroit's been around for a long time. They've not gotten anything done in a long time, but they have been a franchise in the NFL that good teams have to go through in order to get to where they're trying to go. But you guys do serve a purpose. Get your ass whooped. That's what you do very, very well. We appreciate it. Jimmy G will be the 49ers' alleged starting quarterback. Notice I continue to go that route. Matt Miyoko of NBC Sports, though. As I mentioned, Matt P seems pretty confident about that. So the Niners' third quarterback, Nate Sudfeld, is on the practice squad, as you already know. I really wish it would have been Josh Rosen, though. I really do. I feel like somehow, man, Rosen, I think he has more to offer than what the 49ers. I don't know what he said or done. I think they didn't like his attitude is what I think, because I don't know that Rosen is worse than Sudfeld, right? So the Niners could opt to elevate Sudfeld to the game day roster on Sunday if Lance is unable to serve in a backup role. And other notes and observations from Monday's practice, Josh Norman was on the practice field wearing number 26. Here we go with the numbers, right? Starting cornerback Emmanuel Mosley did not suit up for practice. Mosley missed time this summer with the hamstring injury, which I'm finding worrisome. Jalen Hurd did not practice either. He missed significant time this summer due to tendonitis in his knee, which is not unusual, after missing all of last season with that torn ACL. As I mentioned, the Niners continue with the number shuffling. Mohamed Sanu is now wearing number 6, and that number is the one he wore at Rutgers more than a decade ago. Mitch Wisnowski switched to number 18. These number changes, though, fam, could be more part. You know what, though? These number changes could be a part of Kyle Shanahan's plan to confuse the opponent. Look for jersey numbers to change all season long, middle of the season, anytime. Maybe during the course of a game, if it's legal. You see it? All right, who's number 3? Wait, whoa, timeout. You've already ran your timeouts. Whoa. Ah, why, that's Fred. Oh, my God. Okay. Anyway, tonight, what I want to hear is you're thinking about Trey Lance maybe not ready to roll in game one. Is the injury to Trey's finger not that serious? Where's my conspiracy people? Could Kyle be plotting even further? Maybe Trey has no injury at all. Maybe in the beginning it was nothing more than a little scratch. There was no bone chip. Maybe they just made that all up. Will Kyle roll Trey out on the field knowing that the Lions will play for him to run or just hand the ball off, thinking there's no way he's going to try to throw it, right? Also, would you limit Jalen to about 6 or 7 snaps as the Niners slow bring him back? Is that okay with you? Because some people are very hard on Jalen, and they want him to either show that he can play or get the hell up out of here. So we're gonna see about that. But anyway, fam, your feeling on that? Anything else you want to add to the pod today? Ryan Watkins, I see you, Ryan. Ryan does say to all Jimmy G haters, you better call Ron. No, don't apologize to me yet. I need to see Jimmy myself. I do suspect, though, that you're going to see Jimmy Garoppolo. First of all, it's not hurt. Secondly, one that's extremely motivated for a number of reasons. I'm looking for like some flawless games from Jimmy this year. I don't know. He's been in the system long enough now that there should be no questions. The people he's working with, there should be no questions with them. I know George Kittle knows this like the back of his hand. Debo's probably more than up to speed. Ayuk, maybe whatever he doesn't know, he'll catch on quickly. George, when you look at all the rest of the offense, everybody knows their job out there thoroughly. There should be no screw-ups this year. So I'm looking for that to happen. Jermaine Price, what up? Don't be scared of the Titans, Ronbo. I'm going to game. I'm going to the Ravens hold Henry to 50 yards. Our defense is better than theirs. Jimmy! He's having no doubt. I don't like fooling with Derrick Henry, man. Danny Albright said, let's go Niners. Last time 49ers played Lions was in 2018, 30-27. There's more history tied to that, Danny. The last time we played the Lions to start the season, we went on to do great things. 94 ring a bell? Yeah. Matty S. is out. He's out in beautiful Bend, Smoky Bend, Oregon. Matty, you barbecuing today? All right. William Roberts, 49ers, 44-6 to 44-13. The first game was always, I need to see the prowess out there first. William Roberts, Kofefe Coffee, 49ers 38 versus Lions zip, a shutout. Fam, we're going to take scores at the end of the week, though, so you can give me a score if you want to now. But we'll 31-10, John Bates says Niners about to skin the Detroit Kittens. Wait, Frederick Freeman. Hey, Detroit 10, San Francisco. Take it to the bank. Wait, because should I start singing ooh la la in the middle of the week? Hey, it's Don Burr. I'll sing it for him. Renee Cruz. Bro, I need 49ers Happy Birthday song September the 9th. All right, can do. Well, hey, what's the date today? No, hey, we got a couple of days. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, no, hey, Renee, come on back and let me know, and I'll get that. Production, Bo, the reason why he's saying it now is because he might not be able to make it back. He's right. He's right. I should do that. Hey, somebody find out when Don Burr's birthday is, too. I'm definitely going to sing for him. Whatever his birthday is, I don't care what time of year it is, we're going to remember Don Burr and sing things like, memories in the corners of his line mind. But right now, it's Renee's birthday. Let me jump on this. Renee, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey, Renee, are you ready? Happy Niners birthday to Renee. Happy Niners birthday to Renee. Happy. Holiday been doing a little bit of beverage. It's a little bit rough out there. Niners! Hey, man, you know what? Well, I hope you had a great day, too. It's a good day to have a birthday, too. Holidays already passed. People got time. Jimmy G49 says, Ronbo can't stand watching Good Morning Football on NFL Network, hyping NFL games even when they know there's a mismatch. Kyle Brandt has lines upsetting Niners. Yeah, okay, there's no way Niners lose that game. This is their job, though. If you have Kyle Brandt sitting on one side of the table and the other starting around him, I think they get together before they have. I'm pretty sure they do rehearse these things and say, okay, Kyle, what position are you going to take? Okay, I'll be the devil's advocate today, and I'll go ahead and suggest that the Niners do lose this game. Kyle, you believe it? No, I don't believe it, but I'm gonna act it out. Okay. Tony Duggan, Tony. Okay. Hey, and Jimmy J, thanks for that contribution, fam. Guys, thanks for the contribution. Tony, you too. He says, can't call in tonight, Ronbo, but I watched Kurt Warner YouTube breakdowns of Trey Lance. When Trey is ready, he's gonna tear the league apart. That's been said by so many. So yeah, it's got to be believed. So we're gonna find out at some time in the very near future. Eric says, Ronbo, you're finally in the right time slot. So I can be here first. Eric, see, I did that on purpose, Eric, man, because I knew, man, to get in here around now and get Eric in here because he fooled him yesterday. Eric, happy holiday,
I know, Ronbo, you got me yesterday.
Eric, I mean, you got a quarterback or Trey's in this position now where he probably. The 49ers going to take, I was joking earlier, I'm pretty sure the 49ers are going to be very precautious. You don't want to hurt the future franchise, so you don't want to put them out there unnecessarily right now, especially against a team like the hapless Lions. Do you believe that to be true?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no rush to start Trey. So, and he's only going to get a couple plays, really. It's not going to be anything like what Jimmy's doing. He may come in on a couple drives, but as far as I know, he's probably in maybe throw like 3 times, maybe 3 or 4 times. The rest is just going to be mostly running, read option type stuff. But don't expect much from Trey. Expect a lot of Jimmy and a lot of the run game, and expect a lot of Lions players to be crying. We'll see that a lot.
Fans, Don Burr.
Yeah. And Don Burr laying in his coffin.
Yeah, in fetal position, laying on the floor, still trying to type in little bizarre things on chats. Guys, get a life, Don. Get a life.
Yeah. by the end of the game, Don Burr is going to be on his ceiling, and or on his roof. He's going to be sitting there on a chair, drinking a cold one, just looking at the dark, thinking about life.
Would it be great?
One of those days for Don Burr.
If we could only find out where Don Burr lives, and we could just have a contingent of 49er fans standing out in front of his house, using rolls of toilet paper everywhere, just throwing them all over the house. Come on out, Don.
Yeah.
We know you're in there. You tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave this little memento for you right now, and you'll remember us from now on. Next time you come run over to the chat, get the water hoses. Because see, Don, man, he's like made this bed for how many months have we had to put up with him?
Yeah, Don Burr, you messed up. You went in here and you talked all that shit, and now I don't think anyone's going to let you sleep. They're going to be outside your window, throwing rocks at your window, not going to let you sleep.
And called in here. Remember that phone call he made? Had the unmitigated audacity to call in here with an attitude to which Sheik would not have it.
Really?
You missed that. Yeah, Don called in.
I must have missed it.
Well, he was going for broke bad, boy. And then she cut him off, and it became a shouting match for the next 2 minutes,
It is kind of funny when that happens, though.
I had to laugh. Also, hey, Jalen Hurd, you're not in a hurry, are you, Eric? Because I think a lot of times, a lot of good sense is being thrown out of the window. I don't know why people insist on Jalen Hurd getting out there right now and either show us you're ready to play or hit the road. I mean, are you one of the people that's curious about him, or are you one of the people that think it was a wasted pick to keep him on 53? I forgot your position on this.
I'm curious about Jalen Hurd. I'm curious about Jalen Hurd. I don't expect him, to go out there and put up elite numbers. He's not going to do that immediately. You got to give this guy time. He's been out of football for 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's not going to come out there and he's not going to be what he was supposed to be in 2017. Give this guy a couple weeks, add him to the system, bring him in on a couple plays, situational plays, and hopefully he gradually gets there, and then eventually by midseason we should be seeing the Jalen Hurd we were supposed to see in 2017. And if by then he's still not producing or he's missing games, then yeah, I think make a move, because there's going to be guys out there that I'm pretty sure by midseason there's going to be guys out there that have been taken off their squad and maybe they have a chance on this one. So I still want Jalen Hurd to prove that he can be on this squad. But let's be honest, everyone on the Niners has something to prove. This team isn't this team has to prove themselves again. This isn't just, we're a guaranteed Super Bowl run. No, this team has to prove themselves. We were out all of 2020. We can't just come into 2021 and be exactly what we were in 2019.
So true. So
this
you got to
team has to prove
reestablish.
they have to prove themselves. Exactly. You're not going to come in here and be what you were in 2019. You have to prove what you were and what you are, and if you do that, then that's a good thing. But if someone like Jalen Hurd is missing games and he's not proving what he's supposed to be, then he should go. But give him a couple weeks, because we're not going to know who we are by week
1.
And
Eric, that's such a good point, because the Lions are not a test of this team's prowess. Because the 49ers should steamroll, and everybody knows that. But if they don't, then there's going to be question marks about this team's attitude and seriousness toward this season. If you can't take the team that you're first playing seriously, then maybe you're not ready for any Super Bowl run.
Yeah, and then again, there's always the week 1 slump. You're getting back into football, and there's some teams that do struggle in the beginning, the first 2 quarters, and they pick it up in the 3rd and 4th. But with this team, I think the Lions are just too dog shit, so we're probably going to be blowing them out in the 1st quarter. So I think we'll be fine, but I don't expect us Kyle Shanahan in 2019 didn't even know who we were until we beat the Cardinals.
Right?
And that was on Halloween.
Yeah.
That was what, week
And hey,
6?
good point, because that was a character display of who this team was. That's excellent point, Eric. Eric, we're out of time now, though. I'll tell you what, I'll see you after Kyle Shanahan's midweek press conference and see what he has to say now. Kyle's killing me with the it's become antics. All right, fam. See you then.
I'll catch you later.
All right. Kyle. I'm starting to like Kyle. No, we're starting to understand his personality now. Paul Third, thanks, Paul. Niners go big week 1. 3 rushing, 2 passing TDs. Paul, thanks for that contribution. I love your insights on that too, Paul. Oh man, I can't wait for this game. Chill, Phil.
Ronbo using is down.
Who?
Hello? Hey, Ronbo.
I'm sorry. What? I don't know what's going on. But Phil, is that you? That's you. I know that voice.
I'm here. I'm here.
Phil, man, I tell you, I'm. First of all, I'm at this point knowing you and a man of ration. You know that Matt Mioko's not kidding. It probably is Jimmy G. Do you expect to see Trey sit out this entire game? And are you on the notion that
Jalen?
Jalen?
How the finger is. But,
yeah.
But the question is, why do you need him for the Rams? I mean, we could start Sudfeld and still win the game. For the
Lions, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Freudian slip there.
Oh, God. Well, you know what? Yeah.
But anyway, for the Lions, we could start Sudfeld and still win. I mean,
maybe let Juice can quarterback. Sanu can quarterback. Let's save all our quarterbacks. Don't put anybody out there unnecessarily.
I mean, yeah, I don't see anything close here. I just don't. Detroit's got a ways to go before they get any good. Their defense was 32nd in points allowed, 32nd in yardage allowed.
There's only 32 teams.
They took a step down on their offense. Yeah. Apparently, they took a step down because everybody said Stafford's better than Goff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't see them. They just don't have the talent. And, yeah, D Ford, is on a pitch count. It's going to be 10 sacks. Once he gets his 10th in the first quarter, he's probably going to sit the rest of the
I didn't know where you were going with that. I like that, Phil. And he can actually take the rest of the season off because what we wanted from him this year was 10 sacks. Oh, God.
No, I honestly, I think D is going to only play third and long. You're going to put Samson Becom in there for third and short or third and, a possible passing situation on third downs.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how much Nick's going to play. But
Kyle said
Nick,
he expects to see a
be out
lot
there
of
the whole
Nick.
game.
You hear where Kyle said he expects to see a lot of Nick. I don't know why he would say that, but he did.
Because it's Nick.
Yeah.
Because it's Nick and he wants to be out there. I mean,
I'd have to tell Nick, listen, I know what you're thinking, but I'm going to have to ask you to sit down in this next 2 series. Why, Nick? Look, let's talk over here.
Yeah.
I can just see it now.
Well, I mean, we've got Armstead who's going to play D end on first down, and Ibacom can come in and spell him on that side, and then you got D Ford and rotating, and then you've got the inside guys. So
we got to come up with a name for those guys too, the insiders, because we got so many of these. What a bunch of talents! Interior's just obscene.
Yeah. So I mean,
Phil, I just want to let me pick your brain since we got a few minutes. Though I want to know what if you're the Detroit Lions, what would you think of you could do to actually penetrate the armor of that 49ers defense? Because no matter what our offense does, it's not going to matter because the defense is going to be handing them the ball a lot. There's going to be 3 and outs, I suspect, often. So what could they do?
I don't know what they may throw some trick plays in there, but those don't usually work in the NFL that much. So, I just think that they're the talent the 49ers have versus the talent of Detroit is quite different. Hate to be too overconfident, but in this case, it's hard not to be.
Don't they have a new? Is there a new coach in Detroit as well?
Yeah, he's a Don Campbell or something like that. He was the tight end coach for the Saints for 4 years. He wasn't even a coordinator. So.
New quarterback, new system.
A coach has never coached before, never even coordinated before. So, yeah, I don't. And we see it in week 2. We see the same thing: a new coach and new quarterback. So
yeah, that's Hurst. I don't know. It's just really unbelievable. So the 49ers have to be careful not to take these people seriously, at least for the first quarter. And
for sure.
Yeah.
Let them be, worried, and we'll be overconfident. How about that?
Yeah, I like that because I don't want anybody.
We're allowed to be.
Yeah. And let's sit down those starters.
And as far as Hurd goes, we only suit up 47 players for a game out of the 53. I don't see Hurd suiting up week 1 or week 2. They're going to save Hurd for when they want to pull out the stuff that they don't have any tape on. And it's going to be for big games, like possibly the Green Bay game week 3 or Seattle week 4.
Phil, thinking like Shanahan. I like that.
I don't think they even bother. Let Hurd get healthy. Just let him rest, and once the games get tougher, then you open up the playbook for them. And so I think that's what they're going to do. There's no reason to give up all your plays
on the Lions
against Detroit or Philadelphia.
Isn't that the truth, Phil? Look at you spitting out nothing but facts. I love it. That is true. Kyle's going to go in there and nearly play a vanilla offense. There's nothing, have a slight game plan.
The defense is going to attack. The defense you just let run wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and let that go on tape so that teams get scared about that. But the offense, you want to finesse a little bit and have plays hidden in your back pocket. So that's the way I look at it.
Phil, if
And if
we
I
go,
was Kyle, that'd be the way I do it.
if we're anywhere near 30 points at the half, I inform George Kittle. I tell Mostert. I tell Jimmy. I said, listen, you guys are gonna. I know you guys got a nice workout in. Let's give the backups a little run. Oh, coach, this game's not over. Listen, it's over for you. See, well, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not having any injuries in Game 1 versus the Lions. Now, please,
Well,
no arguments.
In all honesty, our backups are probably better than Detroit. So
But at least for the Detroit crowd, they'll have something to get excited about for at least a few minutes.
Well,
and
it's hard for them when they're breathing all that CO2 from underneath that brown paper bag that they hand out at the turnstile. So
Phil's got comedy tonight. I love it. But we're going to go on that note. I'll tell you what, Phil, I'm going to see you midweek after Kyle gets through, comes out and gives us a talk. Oh,
okay.
God.
Talk to
Night,
you later.
Fam. Night.
All right, bye.
Bye. Christopher Henkler. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? He says, hope we have blessed week, fam, and victory on Sunday. Start strong this year. Love you all, fam. Hey, Chris, thanks for that contribution. Good to hear from you again, too. Brittany. Oh, Brittany.
How you doing?
Brittany, I'm doing just fine. Say hi to Don's dad's in here, Dan Burr. So say hi to Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hello, people. Hello.
Yeah, look for his mom to be in here next, and his next thing, Hey, but Brittany, here's the thing. We're having fun with this. We've had all year to. This is the worst time. I do feel sorry for the Lions getting a fresh 49er team that's all pumped and ready to play, and out there against the Lions that have a new coach, a new quarterback.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of people. That's why I said my fears are, Brittany, we cannot have any mishaps in this game. You know what I'm saying? Because we'd have to be.
I agree.
So. But anyway, Brittany, what do you think now? You got D4s on a pitch count. Trey may not play. And all these things, D Ford, as I mentioned, I want to see D out there for at least one sack. And I'd like to see Trey just to antagonize. I'd like to see Trey Lance is actually into the game. From what we understand, Trey is not going to throw the ball, so clearly he's just probably going to hand it off. Or Kyle's going to be very clever and have him run a RPO, but there's no P in it.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that because I can see that. But yeah, probably maybe he may put him in to run the ball, not necessarily pass, because I think it's not necessarily they don't want to play him. They just want to be careful with that finger so that way there's no long-term damage, because that can be really, really bad. So I think it's just more of being cautious with him as opposed to just saying, oh, we're not going to play him. He's just going to sit and we're going to have Passcode back up. So I think it's just more so we're going to play him, but let's just be cautious and just make sure we don't do external damage to the finger.
Because that injury cannot be extended. It's and they call it a chip or something, and that's still diagnosed as a fracture. But the thing is, the chip. Where does the chip go? I still wondering, was that because in medical terms, to me, is that chip still in his finger? Do they operate and clear it out? Because that could cause incredible infection, right?
I have no idea where exactly that chip is located. If it's on the bone of the finger or is it between the joints of the finger, I have no idea where it's located, to be honest.
Oh, man. Well,
But that's just my guess. I'm just hoping that they, have him run the ball or put him in the run game and he gets given the ball to run for a touchdown. I don't know. But
can he grip the ball, though? This is the thing. We'll find out on that on Wednesday. He's got to be able to grip that ball.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the thing. So if he doesn't dress this week, this will be the story. So, yeah.
I'm hoping for the best. So that's all. Like I'm hoping for the best for all the players. I want no injuries.
Oh,
And overall, I think like you know how before it's always the first game is always a little bit of like
slop.
like just
Mm-hmm.
flop, flop, flop. I think this year is going to be a little bit better because even the past couple of week one games,
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy didn't have his starting receivers. Now he gets them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is going to be even an improvement on his week one game.
Oh, yeah. And the same center he's been working with all preseason long will be in the game. The setting and environment is very conducive for Jimmy. I don't know how he's going to make any mistakes this week, but yeah, it's the right and got the right amount of reps before you start the season. So it should be a good game from his part and everybody in offense.
I agree it's going to be a good game, but I feel bad for the coach thinking that the first week game we're going to come in and go fight the kneecaps. Really? I'm more so worried about Goff's kneecaps when he meets Bosa again.
I just, it's this offensive line. Oh, hey, Brittany, though, we could get excited about that. That could be a point of interest during the course of the game because if this offensive line was getting ballyhooed as being really good, well, let's see. Just this, we can measure how good the 49ers defensive line rush is if they crumble at the point of impact.
Right. I really do hope Jalen Hurd does play because I don't want to see him sitting or just not or whatever. I really do want him to play and just show people like
I can play ball.
What he loves to do and just why and not just be known as a guy who didn't get a chance.
Yeah. Though, Phil said, do you wonder if he's going to be one of the 47? I mean, would you use a spot on him this week? Yeah.
Right. That's also true. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Yeah. So
and they're saying that he didn't practice today, so it's tough to say.
Yeah. Jalen's the first thing you read about Jalen Hurd was seen practicing on a side field. I said, Jalen must feel awfully lonely over there. Coach, can I come over to the main field? We got a couple of guys over there waiting for you. Oh, poor Jalen. Oh. He's got to be the guy left out for now. So, but I suspect at some point soon, though. Brittany, week 3, I think, you know what? Phil may be right on target with that. Maybe week 3, Jalen comes out and makes a real serious debut.
Yes. And I think it's also like somebody, like they said or he said, it's also a big test for the team in general. Week 1, Lions, we got that. Week 2 against the Eagles, which I'm going to, we got that.
All right.
But I think the Packers is going to be the true test to show who the team is.
Mm-hmm. Because there's just enough now. Now Bakatari, who by the way, Bakatari didn't make any difference anyway. Nick clowns him anyway, but that is the thing. But we're gonna run out of time. Let me see you midweek after Kyle gets through. Fearless leader makes his speech. Okay.
Definitely.
All
Definitely.
Right. Have a great night.
Have a good night, Ronbo.
You too. See you on Twitter. And
see you on Twitter.
Yes, we go on over to Matt.
Hey, Ronbo.
Matt, man, we're sitting up here. We have a lot of nerve, and we should probably be a little more respectful. But we're looking at this game as sort of like another scrimmage, but it counts. You know what I mean? It's just going to be like we're going to see Trent. Unfortunately, not Trent, but Trey. I really wish Trey could have been ready to play this week, though. Pretty much, I doubt he does. But I would have been loved to see him out there because I think he could have got a lot of snaps in this first week. Because Kyle's going to know to put him out there now, build up some confidence, get him going, get him used to the NFL speed. This is real action now, so there's not going to be, this is the game that might have been really good for him. So, yeah, we unfortunately might have to miss it. Well, you know what, though? I don't know how fast that kind of an injury can heal or whether the 49ers even really want to risk doing anything with that. But they could save him maybe by week 2, if it's nothing more. They got the splint off. Let's see how fast it heals. He's 21. He should be able to heal quickly. So there's that. And your feeling on that. And D Ford on a pitch count. We've got such an army out there of defenders. D Ford doesn't really need to play this week, does he? I won't go that far. D needs to get into shape, though. And Jalen Hurd, everybody's favorite subject, on the side field again today. He's still not come out and played with the main unit. And your feeling on that, is everything going to be okay?
Well, first thing I wanted to address was, I know somebody brought it up earlier, but the Kyle Brandt thing on Good Morning Football today. I saw that, and he was like, well, the Lions, I think the running game's going to be pretty good, and Jared Goff, he's seen the Niners, he knows them well. I'm like, yeah, we know him well. Like,
Jared Goff, he's seen the Niners, but he's seen the Niners for how many years? 3 years, and he knows them well, but still, familiarity wasn't helping anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh God. I was like, all right, well, you can think that and hope when we win this game, we can make you look like an idiot. So.
Matt, if you were sitting on the crew and they said, Matt, you've got to come up with something today just to make the conversation interesting. You've got to come up with a reason why you think the Detroit Lions are going to win this weekend. I don't know what I'd say. I'd say, oh, come on, guys. Can we draw straws? Oh, come on. No, come on. Yeah. Be professional. I know, but what am I going to say? That would be my first reaction.
They're playing at home. That's
you could say that.
The only defending thing.
And the 49ers have to travel a long way. Yeah, man, you can use that.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing you can use. But anyway, going back to Trey. I don't know if he plays. I think they want to kind of play it safe because do they need him to win? I don't think so. But they kind of don't want to risk him. Oh, maybe he gets like a setback or whatever, and then he's out for another week or something. I think they might just sit him down and be like, Jimmy, you can handle it.
It'd be so in Sudfeld. We're gonna activate you this week. Please don't play too well because people will pull you off of waivers and put you on their roster. So be careful. Just do what you got to do. Can you imagine?
Right.
Sudfeld comes out there and lights things up. And Monday afternoon, we're talking about Sudfeld got picked up off the practice squad and signed to the 53. Who picked him up? The Lions! I'd go unconscious. I'd be hospitalized. But I think you're right. I think Sudfeld's going to be in this week.
Yeah, he could probably outplay Goff. Mullins outplayed Goff last year. Sudfeld could do
that. Yeah, because he's the one who won that second game, huh? Oh, man. Poor Rams. They still don't get it. Where's Rudy? Why isn't Rudy talking to us anymore? Rudy might have seen the light, I guess. Rudy, where you at, man? Couldn't get you out of here a couple of months ago. Now I can't find you. So, Also, hey, now D Ford's going to come out there. Predict how much work D Ford's going to get done this Sunday, Matt. What do you think?
Not much. He'll play the first. He'll play the first snap, get a sack, and then sit on the bench for the rest of the game.
Hey, good point, Matt. That is what you would do, right? If you were running things as far as the rotation. You're D'Amico sitting over there, and you just inform D as he puts his helmet back on, running in for the second series. D, yo, D, come here, man. Let me talk to you a minute. What? We're getting ready to go. No, you ain't getting ready to go. Sosa's going in. So, all right, go, move. Yeah, and then tell D, listen, you're done for the day. I am satisfied with what I see. Let's get you ready for next week. I wonder how football players feel about that. D Ford's been with us for a long time. Maybe he doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
Snap.
Who knows what he's thinking?
Snap count. And maybe they tell him before the game how many snaps we're talking about. You're going to get 5 snaps today. That's all you need.
Probably. But who knows? I can't wait. It'll be an interesting week, no doubt about it. I do want to see, because I know everybody's talking about the Lions' offensive line as
Yeah, I know everybody.
probably like one of the better things of
Tough
their
guys.
team. And I'm like, okay, like can they handle our D-line? I don't know, but
You know what's going to, man, we're going to notice right from the opening of the game, because the 49ers, if we win the toss, we're going to elect to defer, right? So we're going to see the 49ers, yeah, first series, we could see if the offensive line that everybody keeps talking about is going to be as good as storied to be.
we'll see about that.
Can't wait. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm
Can't
going to
wait.
see
Only 6 more days.
See you Wednesday after Kyle gets through talking
All right, see you
to the
Wednesday.
media. All right, Matt. Have a
Night,
great
Ronbo.
night.
You too.
It is. Without any further ado, he is Dr. Papa Dragon. Pop, get in here, man.
Thank you. Ronbo, you are a fantastic person, a fantastic Samaritan, and a fantastic 49er representative.
Thanks, Pop. Shucks. Oh, my God. Pop, are we getting a little...
We need to put you on payroll, son.
Go
ahead.
Are we out of line clowning this team like we're doing? I don't know. We're not going to get that many opportunities to do that this year. We're going to meet some fierce competition week after week. In fact, I'm not crazy about playing the Eagles, but this game, for some reason, it's hard to take them seriously. That's why I ask, are we out of line on this? Never underestimate your opponent. And I learned that through years of martial art.
As fans, we're not out of line. I mean, I think you're out of line when you're making rude chants and stuff like that and being just, beyond the pale, ignorant and arrogant, in the stands. But as fans right now talking smack like we are, heck no. The Niners can't be that way. The players, they have to treat this seriously, because if one thing the Detroit Lions have proven over the years is that they win games they're not supposed to, and they lose games they're supposed to. So the Detroit Lions have done this for decades. So I think ultimately, the 49ers obviously should win this game. But really, you're talking about you want to win this game, you want to get out of this game without injuries, and get ready for the next game.
Oh,
so you want to win the game. If you're the 49ers, you should win this game. But I wouldn't be worrying about, style points and embarrassing somebody. I expect that Kyle's going to run the ball 35, 40 times.
Mm-hmm. And all of them ain't going to be most.
When you go on the road, when you go on the road, you take your running game and your special teams. That's where I always think that the 49ers lack, is that their special teams need to also be a threat, because you need that on the road if things don't go very well for you. So, I mean, if I'm Detroit, what I do is I'm putting 8 to 9 men in the box, and I'm going to say, okay, Jimmy, show me that you're the 5th highest paid quarterback in the league. I would not. I would just tell him I'd crash you every single gap and just wouldn't care. Because if he's telling the league already that we're coming to bite the kneecaps off. So yeah, they're going to be running around. They're going to be trying to inflict as much punishment as possible. There's going to be some illegal hits. There's going to be some chip shots. They're going to be very chippy. That's what they're going to be, and they're going to do that for the purpose of playing their brand of football. Which, again, we're talking about the black and blue division. So, do I expect? I just expect that the 49ers. My hope is that they take it seriously.
No, well, they are, and like you said, we're having fun. But Kyle Shanahan, from what you just said, I'm pretty sure Kyle already knows that's coming too. Jimmy knows that's coming too.
Oh yeah.
They'll have a plan for that. You guys go ahead and stack that box. This year we got a decent offensive line. Jimmy only needs 2.5 seconds. That'll be fine. He'll get it.
No, I mean, Jimmy, honestly, Jimmy is a gamer. So, I expect him to perform very well. And again, he's going to have to earn the respect of the entire league because the league don't really respect him.
Oh, zero respect. Well, some coaches do.
Zero respect is just,
yeah. Media,
I mean,
zero
there
respect.
might be a few. Right. There might be a few, but you know what? It don't matter. I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm expecting a smashing. But again, I wouldn't be surprised. You remember, this is a game of turnovers.
Yes.
When you have a team running around with their heads cut off trying to bite your kneecaps, turnovers can happen. Game one is season. You don't figure out who you are as a team until October. That's when you know where you're at. And then again, what if I'm just painting a picture. What if Jimmy gets hurt or he can't play?
Oh.
And what if Trey Lance is hurt?
Oh,
which I don't believe he's that hurt. I believe Trey Lance doesn't have a chip in his finger. I believe I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has a sprained finger and he's a full go. That's just me, though.
Because his injury,
I could be wrong.
I've never heard of a, but it's swollen up.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah, if it's swole up on him though, something got hurt. I don't know. So we'll see.
No, yeah, you could jam your finger and do that. They're saying
I've done that before.
I mean,
many times. You can't be as a quarterback. It can't be on your throwing hand. Is the thing. If it's a left hand, no problem. And you just protect it the best you can.
It could be on your throwing hand. It just can't be on that first digit. Like you can almost tear your pinky off and still throw a football. But it's on the absolute worst fingers. Your thumb and that first finger are the two main fingers that are actually gripping and kind of guiding and throwing the ball. So
yeah, I can imagine. Because basketball's a different story though. Because you can't really shoot.
It is, but I mean, you smack your finger into something, it's gonna, it's kind of similar. But I've never heard of a microchip. Yeah, that's why I just don't. When it comes to Kyle, I don't know. I mean, Kyle just, I just can't.
It's what is he up to?
He just gets on my press conferences. They said, "Which finger is it?" He's like, "I'm not telling you which finger it is." I'm like, "What?" Dude's out in the field with a big splint.
And anybody can look at the footage, and you can see Trey coming up the field pulling on his index finger. So I don't know what the point of trying to clown people on that was. It's hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know how far the guy is clowning. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's why I say Kyle is.
Just imagine.
That's why he's up to something. I can't imagine what.
Imagine Grant Cohn's excitement. Imagine Grant Cohn's excitement if Trey comes out and starts the first series.
Oh, God. He'd have to be sedated. Oh, my God. He'd go nuts. Because that means he beats his father as far as that bet goes as well, too. Doc, we got to kill Pop. We always run out of time. We're just having too much fun. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you Wednesday after Kyle gets to. They're going to ask Kyle Wednesday anyway. Kyle, I know you want to know who am I starting this weekend, right? Okay, there's going to be a lucky draw. You guys can put your name in the hat, and I'll notify you later.
Sudfield starts. Sudfield starts.
I said that yesterday.
Garoppolo has COVID on his penis.
Okay, John, too much information, Doc. We're gonna go. I'm gonna see you Wednesday.
All right, man.
Yuck. There he goes. Doctor mounts his noble steed and rides off into the sunset after having said way too much. I seen Seema Carver, Jr. Seema Carver! Ow! And I'm gonna get, I saw the notification. I'm going to get to that later. I got to talk to you anyway. Because you know, McCarver, it's football time. It's football time. Jordan Jones said it's been a while, but Emma Renault is still with you. Jordan, thank you, fam. Appreciate that contribution as well. And Jordan Perrin. Jordan, back, welcome back. Hell, enough of this Jimmy's Lance debate. Let's start Sudfeld. Yes! And really piss the Detroit Lions off then. On another note, is Tart going to play? Or is this Hufunga's job now? Love you, Ronbo. Hey, thanks, Jordan. You know, I would imagine Tart starts, but depending on how the game goes, I think a lot of starters are going to leave this game before the fourth quarter. We'll see. I'd love to see the guys be able to sit down and take a break, especially since we're on the road anyway. Let these guys kick back and relax. Don't overwork them. It's sure and they call the win. Shania.
Hey, Ronbo.
Shania, how you doing?
Good, you?
Awesome. We just got a few more days before we finally get some football, real football. It was exciting. Preseason games were exciting, but now, no more fooling around. We're serious. Now, every game counts. Yes. Shania, are we to be worried about the Detroit Lions? If Trey
No.
Lance can't play, will we still be fine?
Yes. As long as we don't play Nate Starkfield, then we'll be fine.
Oh, shit, everybody's got jokes tonight. Shania threw a singer out there. Trey and Jimmy can sit the heck down. Let Sudfeld handle it. God, I'd love to see
He
that.
probably can do good against the Detroit Lions. Not going to say that. Not going to say he won't do this good, but he probably could.
You know, I really need to see more Sudfeld anyway. I saw a little bit of it in Philadelphia, and he was making everybody mad in Philadelphia. The coach got fired, in fact. And then they brought him to San Francisco, and we had Josh Rosen. I assumed that Sudfeld was here just to help out with camp activities. And turns out that Josh Rosen was only going to be here for camp activities. He's over in Atlanta. So, go figure. And so now you got, and D Ford, how many sacks? Phil said earlier that D's going to get 10 sacks and sit down. And that's all going to be in the first quarter. What are you expecting from D? And also, should Jalen Hurd be suiting up for this game, or should he just stay out of harm's way?
He should sit down for the first game.
Okay, there you go, Jalen. Shania wants you to take it easy on this first week. And how many sacks for D? Will he reintroduce himself to Jared Goff by saying, "Hey, Jared, good to see you," because we ain't gonna see you so much anymore. To do the fact that you're over here in the East, but how you like it over here? I've been through Detroit. It's all right, huh? Don't order the pizza. I could just see him telling everything about him now. What are you thinking?
I just can't wait to see both out there.
I feel sorry for Jared for that reason. That's why I haven't mentioned Nick very much. I don't wish Nick on Jared. He's had a hard time, Shania. First of all, he's gotten thrown out of L.A., nice warm climate, beautiful city, most of it. Restaurants everywhere, and just lots of things to do, and all of a sudden they uproot him, banish him to Detroit. That's such a sad thing. First round pick, number 1 in the draft, Shania. There's no way to treat a number 1 draft pick. I mean, come on. What'd they do to him? Meanwhile, they're paying guys like Derek. The Cowboy quarterback is making, what, $75 million? But since we love talking about the Cowboys, you, me, and you and Bill and myself, Dak is under a lot of pressure. He doesn't know it yet, but if they get their butt handed to him this weekend against Tampa Bay, they're going to start to review how much Dak is getting paid, and Jerry Jones is going to come down and talk to his coaches and say, that's not what I expected. I'm very disappointed in what happened here today. So we'll see y'all Monday.
Cowboys don't lose this game.
Wait, who?
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
They're going to lose this Sunday.
That's pretty much everybody believes that. It's how bad?
Probably Wednesday going to be 30-something, and they're only going to be like 14 or 7.
I think that the Cowboys are going to be able to score. I must admit they do have an offensive machine. Now, the problem with the Cowboys is they don't have any way, they haven't had any way to stop other teams. So let's see if Tom Brady, who's running around now, pissing off Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp hates Tom Brady so bad. So Tom's out there making news headlines and saying things. God, it feels so good to be free again. I can move around. Tom, you were never really what you call a Michael Vick. So we're not trying to hear this, but good luck to you. But he'll be able to. We'll see what he looks like. It's always fun talking to you and Bill about the Cowboys. Are you ready for the yell? I got to remember to sing Mama tonight. All right?
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1. Niners! See you Wednesday. All right. And let's go over to the other half. Bill.
I was waiting to get on here. Now, for Cowboys update, you guys were a little too nice. I'm going to put it like this. It's going to be 56-3. The Cowboys are going to get their boots smoked. Literally smoked. And for the update, breaking news. The following Friday, the Cowboys signed Nate Suffield off the San Francisco practice squad.
Nate. Hey, who is the Cowboys' backup? Jerry Jones.
That's the Cowboys' future quarterback, Nate Suffield. We're actually warming them up for the Cowboys, so y'all welcome, by the way.
Oh.
That's your guys' future quarterback.
Right,
Anyways, to other things, what if, I was listening and I'm thinking, they're saying that Jalen Hurts was hurt. What if that's only a way to draft for the game plan against the Packers or the Seahawks?
You know,
What if it's all a show and he's been hurt so many times that he could actually say, well, you know, Jalen Hurts hurt. He's actually doing really good in practice, and we don't want to spoil it for people. And we want them to think, oh, when we get on, we don't want to double team them, and we actually smoke their boots. And for other situations, I'm going to say this. I think we're going to sweep the Sea Chickens. And for you, Norm Cam, oh my goodness, Norb Cam, I saw your video. You forgot to put the L where you have the W for the 49ers. Your video is inaccurate. You might have a few wins like you predicted. That may be true, but the whole thing is you're taking an L against the 49ers both times. Both times.
Bill, you know what? ESPN says the NFC West is such a tough division that just every team is going to be in the playoffs. But here's what they said that really slapped me off my chair. They said the 49ers will finish last in the division. They have those same Seahawks winning the division with the Rams coming in second, the Cards rounding into third, and the 49ers coming in fourth in the division. We're still getting it from some ESPN, or should I say BSPN, still putting the thumb screws on the 49er fans.
Well, they're going to be sadly mistaken, and they're actually going to be sad at the end of the day when Seattle gets their boots smoked. It's just one of those things that is not able to be stopped. They're just prepared to get disappointed. That's all I got to say. At the end of the day, the 49ers are going to sweep the Sea Chickens. And I know you Sea Chickens think you're going to get a W against the Niners. It's not happening. Just accept the fact that you're getting swept. That's just the end of the day. It's happening.
It's overtime to do it, too. You know, they escaped 2019.
Yeah, it's going to be a shock to everybody in the league. that the 49ers are going to smoke the boots off the Sea Chickens, and it's okay. It's good. So I like the 49ers to come out, and I'm gonna, because I know you're like running out of time, and I just got done cooking some sea chicken anyways.
Hey, anybody else barbecue any Seahawks today? I'm telling you, it's sea chicken. Honestly, Bill, I thought we had gotten over the Seahawks, that whatever it is that they've had over since 2019. Last year, I guess, we should have swept them in 2019, but the thing is, last year, injuries prevented us from even competing with the Seahawks. So this year, I think we played the Seahawks kind of early in the season, which is nice because I like the fact that we'll probably have I'm hoping we have most of our guys so that we can go in there and actually put a formidable team on the field and beat hell out of them, So, because I'm tired of this. The Hawks just have your number. No, they've got the refs that always make that right call at the right time, and they somehow have this escape. I mean, the guys are better than Houdini when it comes to escape. It didn't work for them, though, in that playoff game in 2019. Though I was delighted. Finally, they didn't get away. God. Played England, the Eagles in a game that everybody wants to avoid, the wild card. I was delighted.
Yeah, they got away with it quite a bit. Yeah, it's all gravy at the end of the day.
Bill,
I'm not even worried.
No, we need not worry. Bill, I'm going to see you Wednesday after I give you the shout out. And somebody's in the chat. Somebody remind me the Cowboys song before I leave. I've been doing that day after day. Bill, are you ready? As I count to 3, 2, 1. Bill! Damn. Have a good night, Bill.
All right.
And the Dark One has arrived.
The Dark One is here.
I'm start calling you Vader for short. Vader may still be my all-time favorite bad guy. Because Vader was a bad dude and talked major smack and could back it up. Hey, but Z, tell you, man, we got. Looks like Trey he got the splint off there, but doctor didn't say anything. So we're still. Mammy Oakles went ahead and said he's got Garoppolo starting, and so it looks like that might be the case. I don't know if they're going to dress him or not Sunday, so we'll see about that. You can project on that if you like. Also, D Ford is on a pitch count. We already know that about D. Anything we know in advance is always fun stuff. So D is going to be at a pitch count. How much damage can a D Ford do within, say, 10, 15 snaps? And Jalen Hurd, he's got his own spot on the side of the field. That Raider game meant nothing. They still won't let him play with the big boys. He's standing on the side of the field in Jalen's house. He's got his little room over his doghouse, Jalen's, on the side field. Zeke, what do you make of this?
What I think is going to happen, they're going to take their time with D Ford. What I mean is they're going to sprinkle him in. They ain't going to let him, do what he did a couple years ago. It's like to the point where he's just coming off an injury. They don't want to get him tired. And plus, they got rotation back there. So they're going to sprinkle him in. Same with the Trey Lance thing. I think I don't think Trey Lance is really hurt to the point. They're just saying that. So when game day comes, if you see Trey Lance come on that field, they're going to be like, we're fucked. Pause.
because you don't know what's going to happen now. And your defense tried to prepare, but Kyle Shanahan's just going the opposite direction anyway. And see, you know why I say that? Because the 49ers against the Raiders ran all them plays, Jimmy and Trey and Jimmy. And then on the goal line, you would think Trey in, right? Because that's what everybody thinks. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on in practice. But they bring Jimmy in, and what does Jimmy do? He could have dropped it off to Hockett. No! Jimmy runs the ball in the end zone against everybody's better judgment. So Kyle is tripping this year. Ain't no telling what's going to happen, Z.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. My prediction is it's going to be the same as it always going to be. That defense is going to eat this coming Sunday. That defense is going to eat. And I just want to see Jimmy. I want to see Jimmy perform. That's what I want to see because I know the defense is going to dominate. I want to see Jimmy air it out. You know what I'm saying?
Because their defense is there to be picked. They have a game plan this week. Ain't nobody playing no vanilla offense. They know exactly what they want to do, even as we speak, probably. So, yeah, I agree.
That's right. And I got one more thing to say for you, Rambo. I don't want to take all your time up.
Go right ahead.
The last 2 times the 49ers opened up the season at Detroit, they won the Super Bowl the last 2 seasons. Well, the 2 times they met the Detroit Lions.
Yes, indeed. I'm telling you right now, that is one of those historical facts that cannot be overlooked. And Z, one of those games we started the season off in Detroit, the 49ers lost, and they still went on to success.
Right. That was 1981, I believe.
Mm.
And then 1984, they won against Detroit, and both those years went to the Super Bowl and won them. Holla at your boy.
Holla. You know, this is good luck all the way around. And that's why New York, the front office, cannot get in the way of this. If we get to the Super Bowl, don't send Bill Vinovich and his crew down to the field. Because if they do, I want the 49ers to walk off the field and say, look, you know what? We've been through this already. We know how this movie ends, man. Y'all, what you sit out Bill Vinovich out here for? You must have a backup crew. We ain't playing this game. And you know how much money's involved in this game? Get me a crew in here that's going to call the game. Oh, it's over. I would too. Because ain't no point playing.
Yeah. Don't try to fix it for us either. We're going to come. We're going to dominate. Don't try to fix it for us like they did Kansas City. We don't need your help. We got this.
Yeah, right? Right. Leave the game. Let it be pure. Let it be. Just, ref, do your job. Do not try to take over the game or manipulate in any fashion. Just leave it alone. Make the calls that need to be called. God.
That's a fact.
See, there's too much money involved in professional sport. That's the problem. See, there's influences coming out from the purity of the game left probably back in 1915. How long has football been going on? You know? God. As soon as the mob got involved and whoever factions that got involved, things started to get a little crazy. Hey, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. I just know it. So, see, what else you want to add?
What else I got to add? I'm just, like I said, Jimmy, I want to ball out.
I do too. I got to see this.
I want to see what, I hope Raheem, my man Mostert, I hope he stays healthy for him to give me some yards and give me some points on fantasy because I picked his ass.
There you go.
That's about it, Rambo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take your time. You know what I'm saying? I know you got other callers.
Appreciate you, fam.
Know the vibes. Dark one out.
I tell you what, the dark one's out. Dark one. Have a great night, fam. Look for you Wednesday. All right.
Definitely be there. Dark one always come back.
Yeah. Night, fam. And a big show. If you hadn't watched Dan Campbell's press conference already, you need to. The man sounds and looks defeated, and we haven't even played yet. And so I just got hit with the knowledge. I forgot the coach's name if I ever knew it. Dan Campbell, huh? Maybe we should say a little prayer for Dan and Don, for that matter. So, fam, put your hand on your phone, your monitor, or whatever you're watching this and say, Lord, we ask that you please at least tone the wrath of the 49ers defense down. At least let them score at least a field goal. That's all we want. Actually, maybe a shutout might be too much. This is their fellow human beings, and they're our brothers, our NFL brothers. And by the way, bless Don Bird because he's going to need a lot of help after the course of this game. Hey, and I tell you what, this is supposed to be fun. We haven't located Don Bird yet. I think he's running around incognito. He may have changed his name already. So be on the lookout for his.
Nah, he's still running around in the chat, still being a straight degenerate. Ain't no prayer gonna save the Lions. Ain't no prayer gonna save that ass. No way. Not in a million years, Ronbo. Not in a million years. Now, if on a fluke we lose,
yeah.
And I mean on a fluke, like let's say, for instance, we have the same thing that happened last year, where we just all magically get destroyed by the field, then yeah, I could say, it is what it is. Yeah. But I don't see us losing to Detroit. I mean, granted, everyone's been saying, oh yeah, the last time we started in Detroit and we lost to Detroit, we went to the Super Bowl. Well, that's cool and all, but let's try and not lose to Detroit just because Detroit is that bad.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
They're on the same level as when the Saints used to be called the Aints. So let's not lose to them, please.
Hey, how many years ago was that, Steven? The Aints.
That was, that was when.
It's been a while now.
That was before my time on this earth. It's been a while. Ever since Drew Brees came in, they never were the Aints again. They went from the Aints to the Saints.
Right. It started with Brees. That's right. Whenever he got there is when that stopped. Brees only played. Did he play over 10 years?
Yeah, he did. He played an extensive career. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Drew Brees. Yeah. I think I can't remember the draft class. I think it was Eli Manning, Drew Brees, and then someone else. I can't remember from there.
Brees didn't start with he started with the Chargers though, and then the Chargers gave up on him, and they sent him to New Orleans, and the rest is history. New Orleans history. Now who that? Mm-hmm. Drew Brees is who that is. So now
Well, I want to go ahead and say this. I'm gonna go ahead and correct everybody.
Okay.
1981, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't the year the 49ers won the Super Bowl. That was 1982 against the Cincinnati Bengals when we beat the shit out of them.
That was the first.
1981 was Raiders and Eagles. So I just want to throw that out there just for clarification.
Yeah.
Man, that was I think the first time they were there. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them much.
Had to be.
But I do.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I do want to talk about this thing that's been bugging me for a minute, because I just found out who our quarterback coach was, and he used to go to Sac State. He used to be an assistant coach. Now, I've never seen this man touch a football in his life other than a clipboard and a headset. That kind of bugs me a little bit. I'll be real with you.
Wait a minute.
I don't like
what position
Rich at all.
Is he coaching? What's he? Rich Gangarello?
Quarterback. Yeah, quarterback. He's a QB coach.
Oh, you know what? Rich
never touched the pigskin in his life.
He's been with us before, though. He was with us in 2019. You know that, though, right?
He was with us in 2019, but before that, he was with the Eagles.
Last year he was with the
So
he spent a year with the Eagles, and then for some reason he decided to bring Sutfeld over. You're right.
Yeah. And look at how Sutfeld did. Your pupil is only as good as you teach him. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. My issue outside of that, I'm going to go ahead and say this, though. I think Trey Lance is ready to go. I mean, the jam in the finger, I mean, who hasn't jammed their finger playing football or played any kind of sport?
True.
That is the most common injury. Even if you don't fracture anything, that finger is out of commission for a week, and it hurts.
And every time
especially if
you
it's
always
your
got to
dominant
bump
hand.
it. Anytime you hurt your finger, you always accidentally bump it. Any number of things. You walk into a door, Jesus, and you go through, say, 39,000 obscenities because you never bump your finger when it's not hurt. But, it's hurt now, so everything bumps it. Yeah, I know.
Everything hurts. Hey, the whole universe just wants to, mess with you all the time. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this, Ronbo. We're not going to be doing any kind of passing plays against Detroit. We're just going to run right through them. The way Jim Harbaugh used to do, we're just going to run a train on Detroit's defensive line. Because why wouldn't you?
Look at our running back room.
Yeah.
And
turns.
I want to talk about the corners. I want to talk about our corners. Now that we have Josh Norman and we have Jason Verrett on the same line, this excites me because I'm like, we have another veteran from a different aspect for the different point of view that can teach both Lenore and Ambry Thomas. So that's a win for us right there. Signing Josh Norman to the team brings that other characteristic and that other piece of the backbone that can mold them into beautiful corners. Now, do I think Kwaski T is going to start? I don't know. We'll determine that probably come Friday. But in all honesty, I'd rather see Hufanga play because this would be a really good practice for him to really cut his teeth against Detroit. And I say that because Detroit is just trash. I don't think what was it? Goof. Yeah, Goof is going to get a pass off. I don't think he's going to get a pass off. There's no way. It's going to be either intercepted, it's going to be intentional grounding, he's going to throw it out, or he's just going to take a sack. There's no way he's going to get behind and throw long yards. I don't even think he's going to be able to do a check down.
Throw long passes, forget about it. That ain't happening. Yeah, I wish he would. Go ahead, Garrett. Take that 20-step back, drop back. Go ahead. Find him, Jared. Oh, Jared, you couldn't find him in time.
Ronbo, I guarantee you, the moment Goof steps back to throw a long yard pass, D'Amico Ryan is going to look at him. He's going to look at him. He's going to tell him. He's going to be like, I wish the fuck you would.
That's going to be
I
nasty.
wish the fuck you would.
He's got to know.
It would be bad.
And if their coach is that stupid to start launching bombs that take a while to develop, then he doesn't like Jared Goff, and he's trying to kill him. He really would be literally trying to kill him.
Ronbo, the coach is that stupid. The coach is that stupid. Let's be real. The coach, the whole organization, they are that dumb. Now,
Steve, we ran out of time. We're having too many laughs tonight.
Damn.
The clock runs out quick. Say, bookmark that. I'm going to see you Wednesday after Kyle, and I want to hear the rest of this. All right?
All right. Good night, Ronbo.
Steven. Golf steps back deep into the pocket, and out of nowhere comes Fred Warner. I don't think Goff seen him. Heck, we didn't even see him up here in the booth. Shabazz!
Ronbo, what's going on, baby?
Shabazz, man, this is one of them weeks where we've had fun all off season long, but this is one of them weeks that runs right into week one, and they gave us the Detroit Lions, of which we have history, Shabazz, as you know. There's everything, all the arrows are pointing up. The stars are aligned perfectly. The biorhythms, you can read them. They're saying, go Niners. See, so we're playing Detroit to start the season, and you know the history behind that. When we play Detroit to start the season off, good things happen. And then you play a Detroit team as suspect, and even better things happen. Shabazz, I'm talking about, the only problem we have is Trey's not going to be able to play this week, apparently. Or he might play, but Kyle's probably saying, what the hell? I'm not going to object him to the Lions. And your boy D is on a pitch count. And Jalen Hurd is still being banished to the side fields. Shabazz, jump on there and add anything else you want to Shabazz up.
Well, first, I'm listening in. I got to correct the caller before me or two.
Okay.
That Super Bowl was 1981. It was the 81 season, but we played it in 82 of January, okay? I became a Niner fan in 1981, young man. I'm an old man. Wednesday's my birthday, so you got to shout me out today, Ronbo, because I'm going to be at dinner.
Can do.
On Wednesday.
You want to wait till Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do it today or do it Wednesday?
But we'll do it today because I won't make it Wednesday.
Right.
I'm going to be out to dinner then.
All right. Yeah, that's right. You got a party for
I
your birthday.
like what's going on in the sense of I don't want Trey to play. I want D Ford on the pitch count. And even let Jalen Hurd rest this game. Like you said, we're going to take care of this game. Everybody knows this game will be well taken care of. No problem. Easy money for us. Don't underestimate them, but just go ahead, take care of business and get this one scratched. That's it. Get it scratched and get it out the way. But yeah, being a non-historian that I am, I had to correct the young man. That was the 1981 season.
See somebody?
We won a Super Bowl in '84, but we actually played it in January '85.
So some people be like, no, the Bears won a Super Bowl in '85.
See,
yes, they did.
This is an argument
we
every
won
year.
in '84.
And when you Google a game, if you want to Google some information, you have to remember the Super Bowl was played after the season you're talking about. Because we never played a Super Bowl before January, right? So, yeah, it's crazy. So, Shabazz?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here, Ronbo.
I was just piggybacking on what you were saying. And Shabazz, as you say, there's no point in putting any lives in danger against the Detroit Lions. How soon do you think we can actually ask people to have a seat in this game? Now, I figure the Lions have got enough pride that they're going to have to put up a little fight for a little while. How soon do you think that game will probably be under complete control?
Oh, man, they're going to be done with it at halftime. I want everybody in there getting reps and the starters out. I want Nicky out. I want everybody out, man. Ain't no sense in spending a whole lot of energy on them. Get ready for week 2.
That's right.
Take care of them Philadelphia chickens.
That's right. We got 16 more games.
And go on from there.
That's right.
Right.
When you got 16 more games to go, ain't no point in putting nobody in jeopardy unnecessarily. So, yeah.
This is correct, Commander, as you called your man. And Vader is the best villain. And by the way, for those of y'all listening, my online user for that madness, Vader 6277. If you want that smoke.
You are my son.
That's it, Ronbo.
I love it.
That's it, Ronbo.
See,
that's it, Ronbo.
You know, we used to sit there and watch that, and I used to say, people don't know, but Vader's got that suit's designed so he can hit it a little bit between every other sentence. People think Vader's trying to breathe.
Hey, man. No, that was the voice of the great mighty James Earl Jones, man.
I know.
So
he was
you
awesome.
can't go wrong right there, man.
God,
you can't go wrong right there, Ronbo.
Fam, I love it, you know. Because, hey, you know what's funny? Because Larry Fitzgerald is going out and saying things like, boy, I can't wait to see what people know what I know about Trent Sherfield. I said,
what?
See? Larry,
are you kidding?
Yeah. I said, Larry knew about Trent. Why did
Larry Fitzgerald must have trained him then, Ronbo?
Yeah, you know, because, man, Trent, that boy, Sherfield I saw his name. I didn't think much of it. Shabazz, because and where he's come from, there wasn't no place for him to play, man. He's out there with D-Hop, you know, and it was Larry, and, you know, the other receiver, they drafted a kid, and for some reason, Sherfield was playing on special teams and backup. And then we see Sherfield says, how the hell is he a backup? And what we was going to use him, and we picked him up for special teams? Boy, it's better than any special teams. So, you know.
Isn't he, man? Isn't he? Well, I'm glad we hear that from the class actor Larry Fitzgerald, who's a class act, who I've had the privilege of watching here in Arizona because I lived between back and forth Arizona and California for years. Then that says something. In my opinion, Larry Fitzgerald is the second GOAT route runner behind Jerry Rice. If I want somebody to run a route after the great Jerry Rice, it's not Randy Moss because Randy Moss wasn't a route runner. And T.O. really wasn't a route runner. Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald was a route runner. So shout out to him, first ballot Hall of Famer, class act. Shout out to you, Ronbo. And can I have a birthday shout out, Ronbo?
Oh, yeah, we got to get that down. I forgot about that. Let me link them on that right now. Yeah. Happy birthday to the man we call Shabazz. Happy birthday to that man who pumps his heart is red and gold all the day long. He is Shabazz. What you say? Happy.
Ooh, Ronbo, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Shabazz, you know what? What kind of menu are you hitting up on your birthday?
Man, we going to the Cheesecake Factory, and I'm going to live a little.
Oh, God. I mean, every time I go to the Cheesecake Factory. I have an ambulance waiting for me outside, man. Oh, God. Perfect choice. Whew. Man. Have fun, fam. I mean, I'll see you toward the end of the week then. We get ready to play ball.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Ronbo. I'll check in with you then.
Hey, Shabazz. Happy birthday, fam. Have a good night.
All right, you too, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah, Cheesecake Factory. I'm that dude that orders up, like, I got to have the banana, I got the peanut butter. Oh. Oh, God. Hey, Raul, get in there.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Raul, man, we're just sitting here having fun, man, because we can. You know, we're playing Detroit Lions this week to start the season off with. And everybody's getting involved in the history involved in playing the Lions to start the season off. So, you know, it's really a very fun, symbolic situation we got going here, right? So, you know, we knew that Trey may not play this week. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to get him out there this week because I know he's going to get plenty of snaps due to the fact that there ain't no need for him not to, you know. And then you got, and D4 is going to be on a pitch count unless he can sneak out on the field when nobody's looking. And then we're thinking about Jalen. I don't know. Maybe the defense is such that maybe Jalen should play this week. I mean, what are your feelings on that?
I don't know. I think, man, if he's not healthy 100%, then don't put him out there. That's what I think. I mean, he's already on the team. He's already on the 53.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can switch people, but I really doubt, they're going to drop him from the 53, but they'll put him on IR or something. But I don't know, man. I like the group. I like the team. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Everybody else is calling in, too. That's what's up. And I had a question, too. What happened to Niner Mike? I haven't heard from Niner Mike in a while.
Somebody asked about him the other day. Niner Mike checked in last week. I forget which day it was. Right. COVID did get him for a while. I don't know what else happened to his family. He may have been. He didn't mention that.
Well, shout out to Niner Mike. I hope he's okay.
He's okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
I think he's going through some things, though, because he's not the same as he was before. You know, Niner Mike used to get to shouting and carrying on. Yeah, he's really subdued at the moment.
Yeah.
And really a nice guy. I got to have the old Niner Mike back. We got to, he'll be back soon. And 100% Niner Mike.
We need to forget about it.
I know.
Yeah.
He's still doing that, though.
Hey, but that's good. But now the Niners are looking good, man. We signed Josh Norman. That's good veteran depth.
You like that?
Like the last caller said. Yeah, because he's a veteran. So if somebody did get hurt, at least we have someone that we know that can go out there and it's not going to be bad, especially with this defensive line. I think he's in a position to actually get some picks and stuff, because he's a veteran. He's smart. So I think he'll take advantage of it. I don't think he'll look bad out there at all. But that's if it comes down to it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If he plays or not, how much time he gets. But behind this D-line.
But I want to just piggyback on that real quick, because on the depth chart, I think he's going to be placing behind Emmanuel, so he'll get out there. He's on an incentive program that could get him up to $2.5 million. I thought the 49ers were going to pony up that money, period. But I think he's got a base rate, and then that you could go up to $2.5 million. That's going to be dependent upon how often he plays, too, though. So if and you know what, behind Emmanuel Sanders or Emmanuel Mosley with his hamstrings, they continually are going out. I think he's going to get a lot of playing time. I hope, Mosley's okay. But he does have a tendency to be injured. So we'll see.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. I think he's good too. But, he did good last year. And I think he's only going to be better this year. So I'm excited to see Mosley too, So I hope he does end up being healthy. But if not, like we said, we got a good veteran backup that I think is more than capable of taking care of his own job.
Because Ambry Thomas ain't ready, Yeah.
Yeah, the defense is going to help him out. I think the blitzes is what's going to be really good this year. I'm excited to see the more blitzes and crazy plays D'Amico Ryan's going to do.
That's Jared Goff, if he's excited about blitzes.
Yeah,
Jared!
Sure. They're going to tuck him in.
God, defense is going to be ridiculous.
All right, Ronbo, I'll let you go on to the next caller. I'll call back. I don't know. When's your next show?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay, I'll try to call in Wednesday then.
Looking forward to our Raul.
All right, shout out. Niner Empire. Yes, sir. All right.
Raul.
Later.
Yeah. Hey, Jay.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, we partying in here like we got a right to, Because I just realized something, Jay. Because when D'Amico said the defense is going to be more aggressive than what people been gotten used to, that's what all the 49ers are going to be singing for the game first starts. All right, stop what you're doing, because we about to ruin the image and the style that y'all used to. Because you see, what the 49ers did to them in L.A. is going to be totally different this year. Because now you got D'Amico, and we saw vanilla defense from what I'm understanding now, and they was pretty rough, even in preseason games. Now you got D'Amico out there doing crazy things. Somebody going to get hurt in Detroit. That's going to be crazy.
Yes, sir. I just hope we break Jared Goff's neck.
don't kill him. Just have him looking like he's just.
Oh, we ain't gonna kill him. We're just gonna put him out the game. You know what I'm saying? Just let him know we still love him over here in San Francisco. We like beating on him a little bit.
Yes, ain't nothing but love. He's from Berkeley. We got to still honor Jared. He's one of the best quarterbacks Cal's had. Yes, Jared, man, we just playing, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
He wanted to come to San Francisco anyway. We drafted. What did we do that year? 2017. We drafted. Wasn't that the year that we drafted? Oh, Jesus Christ. That was the year we went to Stanford and got the guy who's now playing.
Oh, yeah. Thomas.
I still can't get over that night. I couldn't stand
Yeah, I know.
Solomon T.
Yeah.
It's over now, though. We're past
We could
that.
have had Patrick Mahomes.
But you know what?
Pretty much.
But no, that year, 2017. Jared Goff came the year before. That's right. I'm right. 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared came. Yeah, that wasn't our fault. Yeah. Because I know he wanted to come to.
And he went overall,
San Francisco.
so he went first overall, so
I
we
know,
weren't
right?
going to
That's sad. What an ending.
But
anyway,
right.
Both those guys, Goff and Wentz, having all kind of issues. So, it's really rough being a first-round pick, especially if you're number one, because you're going to a team that needs a lot of work, most likely, So.
Yeah, they're trash. They're going to teams that are trash, so they can't.
It's
going to
building,
be.
rebuild.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, hey, we got now Trey's probably going to miss a week, but there's no confirmation on that yet, except for Matt Mielko is pretty sure that Jimmy's going to start. But Trey, nobody knows if he's going to suit up this week because you only get to put 47 players on the field. Now, you're going to put a guy on there on that roster that you're not going to use, and for sure you're not going to use. That question also applies to Jalen Hurd. Now, Jalen's got his own piece of real estate out in Santa Clara that he works out on, and nobody else but him, because he's not allowed to play with the rest of the guys. So, is Jalen Hurd going to
play?
Be?
He needs to play.
You think Jalen Hurd should play this week or this Sunday?
Oh yeah, he should play. He didn't win 2 years. He should. Damn. How many reps does his brother need? I'm just saying, he needs to get his ass out there so we can know what we got.
Listen, Jay.
So
it's
if he ain't it, we can get rid of him real quick.
Jay, it's like you got you got your regular clothes in the closet on this side, and you got your Sunday go to meeting over here on the other side of the closet. You don't wear your Sunday go to meeting each and every day down through the week. You may go out and have a spaghetti dinner. You got sauce all over your suit. Or better yet, you eat with somebody who eats like a pig and they spraying food everywhere. You got to be careful with that stuff, Jay. So, your Sunday go to meeting player is over here. And notice I said Sunday go to meeting. I better put next Sunday go to meeting. Because Jalen, we got to worry about him. I don't know. You're right, though.
Yeah.
He's got to get tough. We just got to be careful not to break him before he's fully ready.
Dude, he's white. He's 6'4", 200 and some odd pounds.
6'4"
and
and 3/4
he cannot be that brittle. That's what
6'5".
I'm saying. Come on, yeah, 6'5". How much he weigh?
About two. Yeah, he's not weight for me. I think he goes around 220. You know what? I wish Jalen would go up around 230, 235. At 6'5", he can hold that weight.
Yeah, that's That's big to be a wide receiver, and you can't make it on the field. Come on.
Yes. You know, he was up to 250 at Tennessee. Wait. Yeah, Tennessee
Yeah, when he was a running back.
Can you imagine running back? That's like Derrick Henry's about 250. You know what? That's Derrick Henry. That's Derrick Henry twice. That's the same.
Correct.
Jalen was Derrick Henry. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he wasn't Derrick Henry. He was a finesse Derrick Henry. See, that's what people don't understand.
At
yeah, because
Jalen was running at people at 250.
Nah, he was too soft. That's why he went to switch over to wide receiver.
No. He at 250. That's why when people talk about Amari, not Amari. I don't know why I can miss his name. The running back over in Nolans. That's why he was ranked number 2. Because if I got a 250 pound running back, I'm.
Hey, I live in Tennessee, and you saw him. Telling you.
You was there.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
You need to tell
personally.
me. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to. That's why I'm on this, brother. Because of the fact, this man didn't want to play running back no more. He quit on UT Vols to go play wide receiver. He wanted to switch to wide receiver. That's what y'all don't understand. I'm trying to explain it to you, Ronbo. This brother didn't want to play running back no more. He wanted to play wide receiver. That's what I'm saying.
Was he getting hurt?
He wasn't getting hurt, but I think playing in the SEC, he was doing a lot of punishment. And I think I think he knew his body that his body wasn't gonna held up if he keep playing running back. It's the reason why he switched to wide receiver. So he, you know what I'm saying? Imagine catching the ball maybe 5 times and getting hit 5 times maybe. When you carrying the ball 30 times, you getting hit 30 times.
And I just got corrected too. Red Eye says Derrick Henry's 6'3", 247. So you imagine if Jalen was at 250, 6'4", or 6'5", man, I'm not stepping out in front of him, and he can run too. So I'm
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why I'd be scared. But the knees are definitely a concern with you that tall, because you can't get your pad level down to drill a dude as he's coming down there. You got to do like things like running. Some big men, they know how to use their forearm. As they see the dude coming in, they drive his face into the dirt. And that's to prevent him from getting in underneath the pad level. If I can't get my pad level down, I'm dropping my elbow on top of his neck and driving his face into the dirt, because I know he's going for my knees, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
So we'll see what happens. But I do feel bad for him. He's going to be all right. He's got to get out there later on this year, though.
He has to. He has to show. He has not played in the regular season, so he got game 1. Even if he got a little scratch on his scratch wherever, he got to go out there and play. If he's limping on one leg, he still got to go out there and play. Because he's got to show us something.
Jay's not giving that man no mercy. Jay, we're going to go because we're out of time laughing about this. Tell you what, I'll see you Wednesday, Jay. It's going to be a great night. All right, fam.
Thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate what you do, brother. Have a good night.
Appreciate you, too. Night, Jay. It's time for Emilio. Emilio! Emilio, you cutting in and out. Emilio, you out and about, ain't you? I know. You out there holidaying? Or you outside in front of your barbecue pit? I used to love it. He used to zoom in front of his barbecue pit.
Emilio,
I got a feedback.
Emilio, I got a feedback.
Did we lose Emilio? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Emilio's got the call back. You got a bad connection. And there's Niner Brian.
Ronbo!
Every time we only get to talk to you like every other month or so. Well, now, Brian, I know you got lots you want to say then. How you doing?
Oh, you know what I'm going to be talking about? All these Jimmy haters in the chat.
I know. That's okay. The reason I feel confident this year is because I know Jimmy G's about to have one of them years ain't nobody going to forget. You know, because the thing is,
the year he got hurt, and the year later, where'd we go? The Super Bowl.
That Jimmy G was another story. That's why. See, Brian, Jimmy G barely. The thing is, that Jimmy G didn't really know the playbook. He didn't have any premier receivers. His offensive line was okay.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Look at the table setting now. He knows what he's doing. Everybody else on this offensive squad knows what they're doing. He's got an offensive line. Oh.
And he's 100% healthy.
Yes,
he's totally healthy.
And motivated like hell. So this is why I know. Oh,
you got these haters in the chat. Tally Bill, Big Heck, Rome the Puker. Yeah, these guys are just a bunch of punks.
Well,
and we got Trent Baalke in the chat, too. Can you do your Trent Baalke voice? He's a Jimmy hater, too.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't understand. Certain things have to come into place for a quarterback to succeed. I don't care how good you are. You look at Patrick Mahomes in his last Super Bowl, and he's supposed to be the best thing going in the NFL's face. Well, he got his face driven into the turf for 4 quarters last Super Bowl. That's the way it works with quarterbacks. That's just the bottom line. And that's why I know that's stuff that Jimmy could play ball, but things have to be right, like for any quarterback. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this season.
Yeah, hey, it's me, Big Heck. I'm in here talking to the boss, Ronbo, what you never do. So, yeah, I'm not a Trey hater, but he's not ready, Rombo.
No,
that's obvious,
And he is going to be good, but he needs a little more seasoning,
and I'll be happy to see that when he gets going, but. And then I'm worried about his little finger now. How's that going to turn out? We don't know, do we?
I hate when they don't tell you too much about an injury. I've never heard of the condition his finger's in. What is that?
Well, do you remember Elway having finger problems, and he had to pretty much have a major surgery, and he was out for like a year, wasn't it? Wasn't it Elway? And he couldn't throw a ball worth a damn.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried this is the same kind of injury because I do believe it was a chipped finger that Elway had, and it was bad.
And that ball comes off that finger.
It never healed right.
But he still got the Hall of Fame.
You're a quarterback. You're throwing the football, right? You're touching that football with that finger every time. How does that not hurt? I'm worried, man. I'm worried.
No, he'll be all right. You know what? He has to be all right.
I hope so.
Because
I hope he doesn't have to have.
Major surgery?
Who's going to be our backup if Jimmy goes down? We got a hurt finger, Trey Lance. Great. You're great, So
Nick Mullins is still.
I'm worried about it, But I have faith in Jimmy, and so should the rest of the 49er world.
Oh, they will.
But, I just get tired of the hate the man takes because of what he's done for this team. I'm just over it.
They will.
Yeah.
Week 3 or so, they'll understand. Oh, well. Wow, he looks well. And they said, "Well, he looks better than he used to." So don't blame us. I'm looking forward to that. See,
right? And they improved the offensive line. That offensive line was horrible for Jimmy. And what are we going to do? We're going to throw Trey in a. I'm sorry. Until that offensive line gets somewhat gelled and better, I'm still worried. But I don't know, man. I don't understand the hate that Jimmy gets. And now that Trey is hurt, why isn't Trey getting hate like Jimmy does for being hurt? You know what I mean?
Don't go there, though, because that's just mean. He'll be all right. But here's the thing. With what's happened, there's been a few moments when Jimmy screwed up, and that's understandable. But the thing is, as I've said before, and people look at it as an excuse, Jimmy Garoppolo, for all intents and purposes, was a pure rookie coming in Shanahan from sitting on the bench for 4 years behind Tom Brady. So what you're seeing was a guy learning how to be.
And took us to a Super Bowl, Ronbo. How good was he the year he took us to a Super Bowl?
Well, he had a great
supporting
cast. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He did come through in the clutch, though, and sometimes, though. I mean, the game against the Hawks, the game against the Rams every time he played them, the game against, of course, that epic performance against the Saints. I mean, you can tell Jimmy can play, but things have to fall into place properly, though. So, yeah. So
I'm no longer Jimmy G's team. I don't have COVID. I had the shot, you moron. God. Ronbo, where do you find these creeps that come into the chat? I swear. They're scary people out there.
They're good people. They're just passionate about our team. You know, we've got to, you know.
Well, so am I, and I'm never going to let any of them get to me.
Yeah, don't do that.
The 49ers have been my team since 73. So none of these chumps can tell me. Yeah. Yeah, a long time. And I doubt any of these crybabies went to any of the Super Bowl games like I did. So, yeah.
You got it on him, for sure.
I got them on all of them, big time. They got nothing on me. Yeah, maybe you do, but none of these other suckers do. So,
They need to read
Ronbo,
more.
I just can't wait. I cannot wait to hear your voice on Sunday while I'm watching the game. There's nothing funner than watching more fun.
I like that word.
Than watching you. Yeah, watching you and your convulsions you have every time we have a touchdown, you know. And Jimmy's going to throw 2 of them. You watch.
George Kittle. This year, they say this is the year George Kittle finally gets in the end zone so I can sing my song as Jimmy hits him. He's Justin Garoppolo. Everywhere he goes, people know the part Jimmy's playing. I can't wait to get into that. Hey,
oh, my God. And Mostert's going to be running all over those little clams, you know, lambs or lions or whatever they are. Oh, my God. Can't get them straight. So. Ronbo, God bless you. Love you. Happy Labor Day to you and your family, and thank you so much.
I'm back at you, Brian. I'll look for you. If you got chat for us Wednesday, we'll be looking for you, too. And I've been meeting while I'll see you at the game for sure.
Might try and be around.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good night, Brian. 49 Brian.
Night.
Hey, let's try it again with Emilio.
What's happening? I guess I had a minor malfunction with the headphones.
That's pretty funny, too. That feedback was coming at me, boy. I tell you what, I felt like I was, you know, because I do that all the time. I jump in the mirror and talk to myself. Because, you know, like Terrell Lawrence, I love me some me. So, you know, it was kind of scary. Emilio, hey, we are looking at, now it looks like Trey, we was hoping, Trey's may not be able to make it this weekend. So Sudfeld might be activated.
He's gonna play.
Or Kyle's joking.
Gonna play.
Yeah, do you think so?
Oh,
That's what I was getting ready to
they
ask
always exaggerate it. He's just fine. Even what's name? Because I was listening to what's that? MLB podcast. He said he's fine. I guess he just kind of jammed us from the East.
Hey,
you know, Kyle likes to, you know, mess with the media a lot.
I know, right? See, that's what I suspected.
He's
Kyle
still
could be lying.
He's still throwing isn't he still throwing the ball? I could have sworn that people still seen the video with him throwing the ball.
I didn't see that. In fact, they wonder if he can whip the ball. I'm not sure. Maybe, because I don't see all videos. Some get past me.
And the thing with Jalen, he has to play. If not, cut him. What is the point of saving him? He already didn't play for 2 years. Stop. I'm sorry. Stop week 3. No. What the hell are you on the team for? We could have had somebody. We could have had Tim on the damn team that can play. But no, you can't say that guy. That guy needs to play. Get on the field. You made the roster. There's no, let's hold up to week 3. What the hell is the point? That is a waste of time and space.
You know.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
And
it can't be 70 plays and they can play.
We haven't heard anything. This is guesstimation. He might play this week.
He needs to, because if not, we could have had somebody else on the team. What is the point? Like I said, what is the point of having him on the team and he's still hurt? You know, you could have just put him on IR and had somebody else. You know, they're playing that game. I don't know what for. Like I said, Shanahan, if he's not ready, cut his ass, put him on a practice squad, do something. Because if you cut him, not like anybody's going to pick his ass up, and he hasn't done anything. He has to play.
You gotta watch certain teams. The Hawks will do anything they can. They'll get him just to get intel, if nothing else.
Hey, Mike, but like I said, what is the point? He's not playing. Not like he's going to play on the game, even with Seattle. I mean, that'd be week 4, but come on now. It's just a waste of time. Wasted roster spot. There's no need. You got come on, dude. You know.
You
It's
know,
like when people complain about Jimmy, oh, so it's good to complain about Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's this, Jimmy's always hurt. What about Jalen? Jalen hasn't done a squat for this
that's
team.
true.
Why are you on the team if you're not even playing?
We got a lot of guys.
Hold on to him.
Yeah.
You know, he's supposed to be ready. I don't want to hear no excuses saying, oh, he's not ready yet. We still trying to. No. Like I said, that's a roster spot you can use for somebody else. That's what makes sense.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I tell you, I really don't know what D4. See, this is the thing. We have so many. Jimmy gets the spotlight put on him, but you go from top to bottom of this roster. Boy, we got people that ain't played a season yet. I mean, it started with George Kittle. I hope if George Kittle can give me 15 games this year, I'll be so grateful. And make sure they're the last 15 going into the playoffs. You know, I mean, most of maybe one or two if he has to. One game, miss that game early, George, and get your butt back out there. Mostert, I'm
like I said, it comes down. We're playing the Lions. Come on, now we're not playing Seattle. We're not playing Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
You know, come on. It's the Lions.
That's right.
You know, when is the best time for anybody to play?
You know,
if this might be one of our easiest games, there's no excuse why anybody on the team should not play.
You know, but I want him out of there in the first half. If everybody's healthy and everybody's healthy in the second half, I want Elijah Mitchell running the ball. I want him and Sermon to take over the rest of the game. No. Who else have I got for running back? I'm like, oh, man.
Everybody should play this game.
But between Hasty, I got Hasty and Mitchell finishing the game. Because I'm not telling you, man, I'm not putting nobody at risk out in Detroit.
Look, everybody should play this game. There should be no excuses. If you're on the roster, if you're on the 53-man roster and you're dressed, it doesn't matter if it's 47 or all 53. Every single one of these players that is dressed and ready to go.
If I got 30-something points in the third quarter and they got but 3 to 10, I'm taking the starters out. Got to go.
See, I get that. I understand that. But I'm just saying, everybody has to play. I don't. If you're dressed, let's go. This is like, especially like I said, I'm going on hurt.
We pay by the week.
This is the game you should be playing.
That's true.
It should be no, he's still hurt. Like, come on, man. Why? Like I said, waste the right spot. You can't just be sitting on the bench. You cannot dress. So this is your best time. If you're not playing, let them go, cut them, put them on a practice squad. They got to figure out something with Hurd. I'm getting tired about Hurd. Save him. He's not practicing.
We can't cut him, though. You got to trade him.
Well, I do something because at this point I'm getting annoyed. So, yeah.
Man, you know what though? It's gonna be an interesting game to start with because.
No,
you know why I say that? Every team seems to play sloppy week one. I don't know if it's a policy everybody agrees to. I don't go out there playing your best ball because that way nobody's excited about week 2 and 3. I don't know what they be doing, but you see the strangest things in week 1. Let's see what they look like this week. Oh, man.
Yeah, let's see. We'll wait.
It's going to be a good game, though, because it's just going to be a game we want to see.
Yeah.
Man. Maybe I'm going to go, man. And, I'll be looking for you Wednesday, too.
All right. You have a good night, man.
You too, fam. He goes, Emilio's not getting up off no Jalen Hurd. You heard him. You heard? Charles!
What's going on, Ronbo?
Charles, man, we sitting back here having a good time tonight because we play in Detroit. Anybody see Don Burr? Don, don't go disappearing on us now, man. I don't see him in the chat. I see his daddy, Dan Barr, but I don't see Don. Man. Anyway, Charles, we're looking at several things. We would have been nice to see Trey play in this game because everybody came. We're looking forward to what Kyle Shanahan's got planned for that duo. D4 is going to be on a snap count, so giving Jared Goff somewhat of a break, but maybe not. We'll see Sosa get the bulk of those snaps, I would imagine. Or Arden Key. Charles, that's what I want to see, too. Arden Key and Sosa. I want them to just dominate. I want to see Arden Key finally look like the player that came up. Ain't he from the SEC? Is Arden Key from LSU?
He's from LSU. He's from LSU, yeah.
He's supposed to be better than what he's doing. And also, and Jalen, everybody, you know what, Charles, if you don't want to talk about Jalen Hurd, that's fine. Because you know what? I'm starting to feel bad
I
about
want
Jalen
to talk
Hurts.
about it.
You know, because
I want to talk about it.
Go right ahead.
Well, like I said yesterday, I think they should bring him along slow. You know, that's what they're doing with practice. He's not practicing, and they bring him along slow. And for me, that's okay. He's still going to play. I believe he's still going to play this weekend, and I believe he's going to do awesome.
You do believe he's going to play in this weekend, okay? Because we
Oh yeah,
can
he
shoot
gonna play.
47,
He gonna
and if you go put him
he
on
gonna play this
47,
weekend.
yeah, he might as well.
He gonna play. He gonna play this weekend. I believe Trey Lance. I believe he's gonna play this weekend too.
I know that's what Emilio said too. Kyle be tripping.
Yeah.
He just don't want to tell anybody nothing no more.
Yeah, but it's okay. He's been here for 5 years. He's had a lot of bad seasons. He's the past 5 years have really changed his mindset. I think he's more he's more narcissistic this year than any year, and so I don't like a lot of the roster decisions he's made. But hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I hate the offensive line, the right side of the offensive line. But we're gonna see, man. I hate our cornerback system too. I really wish we would have signed someone that puts fear in the quarterback's mindset. But
Charles,
but we'll see.
Who was available though? Each and every year during free agency, it seems like for years we had 1 year we had lots of money we spent on free agents, but even when we had money, the 49ers still believed in trying to build through the draft and getting minimal funds for free agents. We were going to go after Khalil Mack. We were going to go after OBJ. That was going to be big money. We went after Jimmy. They paid him big, but they have positions where they don't like to play a whole lot of money. And I think the emphasis being on the defensive front, and that way your secondary has less of a task. So they got Richard Sherman, but we got him at a bargain price, right? So yeah, it's interesting that you pointed that out, though, because we don't spend a lot of money, and I don't think we're ever going to spend money on linebackers because we just breed linebackers in San Francisco,
Yeah,
but amplify that a little bit.
But you have to the linebacking core. I mean, all you have to do is get guys who can cover. You can find those. They can tackle and they can cover. And so, but
Charles, how many Fred Warners are out there? How many Willises are out there? How many Bowmans? The Bowmans, the Willises, the Warners.
Yeah.
You go back and the 49ers, it goes back even further. And I look at Dre Greenlaw. What happens to a linebacker when he comes to the 49ers is interesting. They usually become good to very good.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, they got the free agent, the unsigned free agent that we just traded away. I was upset about that.
See, he was probably going to be special.
This guy was doing great. He was going to be great. If we traded away Fred Warner, we could have probably plugged him in, and he would have filled that role pretty good. I'm not saying he'd be a Pro Bowl this year, but I think he'd have been. But I'm like, why trade the guy away?
D'Amico would have made him out of something. I liked him last year when he got cut. I noticed Jonas.
I liked him last year. Yeah, I'm like, why would you? Well, I saw his tape. Like, why would you trade this guy away? He's one of our best linebackers. And then the one that got away, they got released and got away. The unrestricted free agent that got away. That the Giants signed of our practice squad. Griffin? I don't know, not Griffin, but the guy from Ohio State.
The linebacker. We just got him. Hilliard.
I'm like, how about you already knew, man, everybody saw his college tape. You knew this guy was balling in college. I don't know why he didn't get drafted, but everybody knew he was balling in college. So why would you put this guy on your practice squad? You know he's gonna get signed. I'm like, what? It's stuff like that just turns me wrong. And
this is why you kept Flanagan Foles, you kept Alshar. I Charles, you make an excellent
But these
point.
guys are bums.
I'd like to ask what was the thinking behind that, and I'm sure they might actually satisfy us with their answer. But from looking from where we're sitting, it does look like
I know
Flanagan Foles. Oh,
I know why.
Why?
I know why. Kyle Shanahan don't like guys who have dominant personalities. He don't like guys who have dominant personalities. You have to have some type of a passe about you. Some very, very human, very humility. You got to have, be very a lot of humility.
You've got
about
basically you need to be coachable,
gotta,
and if your arrogance is above.
No. You can be arrogant and coachable at the same time, but those type B personalities instead of a type A personality. That's what he likes. Yeah. He doesn't like those type A personalities.
So him and T.O. would have had a terrible time. Charles, we ran out of time. I'm gonna tell you what. Let's continue Wednesday. Hopefully you got time.
Okay.
For us.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right. That'd be great.
All right, Charles. Looking forward to it, fam.
All right.
Have a great night.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Charles makes good sense on that. You know why? Because a lot of people question that. But I've always said I'm kind of scared to question Shanahan on certain things because he is who he is. And I figured my wisdom would never match. No, I wouldn't even pretend to be able to. But sometimes he does do things that make it tick, 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 tick. Ellis and the squad. Ellis.
Ronbo, what's happening?
Oh, Ellis, man, we sitting back here tripping on various things. And one thing about our team, I don't know about other teams, but we always got stuff we can go nuts on, right? Because you look at it like, how in the world did Trey come up before game one? And that's why I said, conspiracy people, let me talk to you. But then again, I did see Trey coming off the field pulling on his finger. But like somebody pointed out, man, who ain't jammed their finger? If you play ball, you jam your fingers and you keep right on going. There's plenty of tape in the locker room. Tape that baby up and let's go. As a quarterback, Ellis, you can address this a little easier, though. Can you actually pass the ball? Who's that to say you don't even need your pinky finger? I put my pinky finger back. Yes, you do. Your pinky finger's at the base of the ball. So you do need that. Who said that? But your index finger is a must, So,
yeah, well, and I spoke on this before when it was the day before a game and we were doing a starting defense, and I was just playing scout quarterback, just for the game day, just to help our defense out. When the linebackers that came in, our starting linebackers came in and had hit me and made contact and busted my thumb up real bad. So then like the next play, I ran full speed and laid him out. And we almost got into a fight after that. But yes. That's how I was that pissed off because he's supposed to know better. But anyway, so the next day we had a game and I had wrapped my thumb. My thumb was that was probably one of the most swollen thumb instances I had. But the thing was, I got it taped really good by the trainer to where, you can't really feel it. And as long as you can maintain the top part of the thumb and get around the ball, you can still make, I made passes that game. Thankfully, that was like one of the windiest days. So I only threw like 5 passes that day, but I was able to still pass. And if it had not been, I would have been able to get down. The index finger, though, is different. You need the index finger more than, a lot of people would think, more than you need your thumb, I'm going to be honest. You need your thumb there just to at least be there. I'm not saying you could throw the damn ball without a thumb completely, but as long as you had your thumb there just to go around the ball, even if you can't really use the strength in it to grip, it being there is a necessity, which is why I was able to still be, produce. But that index finger, though, is a little bit more tricky. And I personally haven't had an index finger injury in playing football. I have in basketball, but it's just, it's a necessity. You know what I mean? I'm going to say that. And I don't think Trey's going to play this week for that purpose. I think he's going to need another week. And I'm more than comfortable and more than, confident in Jimmy, and our guys just blowing, these Lions out the water. Yeah. We don't even need to worry about it. There's no point in bringing Trey out. bringing any nervous, trying to bring any nervous edge to the Lions and keeping them on their heels. We can just play our regular bully ball, run the ball. We can pass. Jimmy can get it done. So I'm not looking to see Trey play at all, honestly. And I would be surprised if Kyle decides to use him because he's taking a risk and not allowing him to heal fully, even though he's had almost about 2 weeks coming up to Sunday. But again, what's another week? That's only going to add to the recovery and make it more beneficial to the team, to Trey's health, and just the overall picture of it, so that when he comes back the following week, then he can take snaps, he can do things with more confidence and be able to actually push a little bit more off with that finger, with that index, because he's not going to be able to pass. So what's the point of having him come in, and just to play around, with the defense and the Lions? I don't even think Kyle's going to do that. He's about trying to surprise everybody. So in my opinion, I just feel like he's not even going to even bring him out. If he can't show his guns a little bit more, maybe than he would, be likely to. Hence, Trey didn't have an injury. Then what's the point of having him come out at all?
That's a good point.
I
mean, because Trey doesn't need to be involved in them kind of in them Kyle Shanahan games. If Kyle has something going on with the media, then and I mean, sometimes I think he's inspired to do these things just to bother the media because they keep asking him. And then you bring Trey out there, make him part of this gag, and he's not. He might not be confident. That figure is not comfortable. Then you're right. Don't put him out there and tell him Trey just going to hand the ball off or just run. No, don't. Let him go out there when he can do both run and pass. That's a good point.
Yeah, I just don't think it makes sense to do that at all. And it'd be the smarter thing just to let Jimmy come in there, get his momentum up, get the offense rolling, and do pretty much what was already going to be happening to begin with. I just think it makes sense. I'm just anticipating Kyle doing that, and maybe waiting until the last minute saying, no, we're gonna let Trey out, or have him dress and not tell anybody, and just maybe not have Trey come out, just to keep everybody, kind of guessing. Oh, Trey's dressed. He's not gonna really tell anybody anything.
But the bad thing is,
he's just gonna choose not to.
He'd be at 47. You know what you could do though? Because they'll see the inactive list. That's the only thing. And it's, they're both bluffing. Trey's just putting on his clothes to put them on. He ain't coming in this game. Ready on the inactive list. Kyle, I see what you're doing. Give me a break, man. I can see it.
Maybe even have him come in and then pull him right out. Like have him come in like he's going to go in and then like change his mind mid, halfway through the clock. Say, no, have him come back out. Just to piss everybody off, you know what I mean? But he doesn't need Trey. He doesn't need to have Trey this week to do anything. And who are the Lions? We want to say the Trey Lance extravaganza and Jimmy extravaganza for Green Bay. In my opinion,
it would have been nice though to get Trey out there, get him some snaps against real competition and real hostile,
100%.
heat, fast action. Just it doesn't have to keep him out there for long periods of time, but just let him get a taste, and pretty soon he can take whole platefuls by week 3, maybe.
I agree. No, I agree, Ronbo. I think we got to go more safe than sorry, but yeah, I would love to see him do.
I agree, though.
Run a couple of plays with the offense and stuff, just to get get the jitters out, get the regular season jitters out in the NFL, for the young fella.
Yeah, because it's going to be impossible for him not to be a little nervous. I mean, we're talking about a kid that hadn't played in a year, even at school he was at. You're going through North Dakota State's division, 2? So, this is a little different story, and he needs to see that, because I think he can handle it for sure. But you got to see it first. In the meantime, he's human. He's going to be thinking, damn, here they go. All right, come on. Y'all bring it. I mean, you got to talk to yourself then, And then, but he looks calm. Yeah. So we'll see.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
He's poised. He's poised, and he's he's ready to learn. So, the fact we got a nice, young, humble kid, and, he's not out there talking, running his mouth, doing things like some of the other, players and new coming quarterbacks are, I think it's the perfect fit for us, because we don't need any of the controversy or the added, shit talking. Let your work speak for you. But yes, sir.
I'm
Thank you, Brother Ronbo, as always.
All right, fam. Appreciate you.
Thank you, as always, Brother Ronbo. Yeah, I appreciate you, family.
All right.
Yes, always. I sure will, man. Y'all have a blessed night. Shout out to all the fellas and the ladies out there, man. Shout out to everybody hitting that like and subscribe. I think we should be at 150 right now, Ronbo. So shout out to everybody, man, that's been hitting that like, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Shout out to production. Peace and love.
Hey, back at you, fam. 9 Ellis. And, yeah, you know what? Because I'm sitting here trying to figure out, because I'm trying to remember, most quarterbacks. Yeah, fam, you know what? That finger is extremely important. But you know what? Somebody says you don't even need your little finger. No, you do. That's the base of the ball. If you're going to spin it, let me see if that feels. You could throw a nasty pass like this. It would still, part of the grip, now your wrist action is going to be affected. You know what, though? If a dude is really strong, he might be able to pull that off, though. Just got to have it really strong. Yeah, you might. The index finger, yeah. I'll take it back. Maybe you could do without the pinky. But Trey said, man, I ain't doing out no fingers, y'all. I got to have my finger. And, hey, Mr. Black Eyes. Man, look, I don't want to rush Lance. Jimmy G must do his job. He owes us. This is why my D must dominate. Tell my offense chemistry to gel. Go 49ers. Yeah, for the most part, I think most rational people know there's no need to force Trey out on the field. When I said that, I meant I was hoping he was healthy enough to play. If he even has a slight headache, he doesn't need to play. So, yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying, Fable. Somebody said that you don't need your pinky. So I said, wait a minute. Yeah, you do need. I know it's his index finger. But, somebody said, nah, you need your index finger, but you don't really need your pinky. So I says, your pinky? Because if you don't have your index finger, you know what? If you do, this game is a little bit, this ball's a little bit Tom Brady. By that I mean it's a little deflated. So, if you got a ball that's maybe a little, because the ball is going to be slick again, so you need to, something, I could throw it, but I don't know if I could get it to go exactly where, I'd feel very strange. Trey doesn't need to go through all that. So that's what I'm saying. He'll wait. Hey, Tony, would you get in here? So, there's red eye. There's hyperextension of the finger joint past 30 degrees, causing a chip or bone next to the ligament breaking off. Small chips will be healed by itself. Large chips need surgical repair. Whoa, that's what a chipped finger is. Because I'm imagining the wrong thing. Chipped finger has a whole different meaning besides Tony. Atlanta, Tony. All right. Hey, KC. Are we having phone issues?
You couldn't hear Tony there? Or?
Could you? Tony?
Hello?
Tony, is that you?
Hello?
Yeah, Tony, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Tony, come on in. I don't know what was going on a minute ago, but we got you now. Come on in. Hey, it's going great, Tony. Because unlike you, we don't have a difficult game this week. Who are you playing this week?
Philadelphia.
Oh, no, you have an easy game. Wow, hey, Tony, we talked about this before.
Once we get through that front four.
We did talk about this a little while ago. Yes, Eagles are not to be taken lightly because there's something in the city of Philadelphia. That's a tough place, and it goes right down to the football team. Even when they're wounded, they're dangerous. I'm not looking at them like I'm over Detroit.
They think we're soft.
Yeah,
they're going around saying we're soft. I can't wait.
See, that's the way the Eagles, they go say the same thing about the 49ers. The Eagles there's an attitude in Philly. Even when they've had so-so teams, they've always been like that. So,
that's okay. The EMPs is going to be blitzing them to death. They're going to find out how soft we are.
But
Ronbo.
Yeah.
That one call, you had one caller was talking about going through the history of the 49ers. And I put in the chat, he was correct.
Wait, what? In the chat? What happened in the chat? You mean talk about the history as far as Detroit in game one?
Yeah, you had that caller, and everything he was saying, he was correct.
49er Brian? We've had 2 or 3 people talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even got it right here.
81, and of course we played the Super Bowl in 82. Yeah.
I got some more for you on that.
All right.
1981, y'all lost to Detroit 24-17.
See? That's
But
what I was talking
y'all only
about.
lost 2 more games the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And went on to win the Super Bowl.
Mm.
In 1984, the first game, y'all beat Detroit 30-27.
Close.
And y'all only lost 1 game this year. And that game that y'all lost, I remember, it was against the Steelers at home. It was a
Ain't no shame in
questionable
that.
pass interference call on Eric Wright on John Starworth. That
Look
was
at you.
on a 4th
Tony
down
coming
play.
up with the
they stopped
play
them.
and everything.
Yeah, y'all should have been undefeated that year. But the referees helped Pittsburgh out, and but I found something else. The only other Super Bowls, 1988, y'all didn't play Detroit, but in 1989, y'all played Detroit in Week 5 and beat them at home. That was the only time at home. And in 1994, y'all beat Detroit in Week 6 on the road.
See, it's all about having Detroit in the mix. We played Detroit, though. Also, we played them in 2018, and Jimmy got hurt. So that would have been a good year for us, maybe, too, in 2018. You know what, though? We didn't have nearly the firepower we have. That would have been a bad thing if we'd played Detroit, beat them, and then went on to lose that year. So, we got the arsenal now, though.
And no Don Bird. Don Bird I was looking in nowhere. Everybody was looking for him.
Don Bird.
Now you want to hide.
Don Bird's, that boy. And I'll never forget his phone call. I got to find that phone call so I can put it on a loop. I got to play it for us again later. Don Bird, him and Sheik yelling at each other for like 2 or 3 minutes. Them and Don Bird, man. Let's see at the end of the week.
Brandon Carlos has been in the chat tonight. Ronbo, we haven't seen Larry Hoover in a week. Whole week since the 49er Raider game.
See, that makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Did he hurt his feelings?
Yeah, of course.
Did he hurt his feelings for real?
I don't know why. It was a preseason game. I took no reason to chest beat on that game. So, Larry, you come back, man. I want to beat your butt in the regular season, and then we can talk about beating chest.
How could his feelings be hurt when he talks more trash than any of them?
No, you know
what? He's been gone for a whole week.
No, the Seahawks have one fan, Larry, whatever name, Smiley, is the worst. He really is annoying. His partner got kicked out for life, but Joseph Smiley is, man, every time I look at the chat and he's writing in caps and everything else, I can't miss it. I can feel the flames coming up off my head. It's Joseph Smiley. I mean, you just, boy, oh, man.
How are you guys going to use Josh Norman? Is he going to be your nickel, your dime? How are you going to use him?
Josh he's gonna play the edge outside. He's gonna play. He's gonna back up. Looks like he's probably gonna end up backing up. Probably either or Jason Verrett or Emmanuel Mosley. Because I think our slot, I don't know if we want him in the slot.
He's a veteran presence. And like I was telling you the other night, maybe your coaches and your scheme will fit him. Get him in the right positions to succeed.
Yeah, because he's a pretty good thief. I like him as a ball hawk. Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens with that.
I don't think I don't believe conspiracies or nothing, Ronbo, but look around the league.
Yeah.
Cam Newton's out of the league. Adrian Peterson's out of the league.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman's out of the league.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? These guys can't get jobs.
I know, right? Adrian Peterson, I can see where he could be used. Cam just played out. I think Belichick's not the kind of guy that's a lot. He has no tolerance. Because you heard what Tom Brady was saying, and Shannon Sharp pretty much amplified that situation for exactly the truth. Tom is feeling free because Shannon doesn't like the Tom's running around and talk about, man, I feel so much better without that knee brace. Now I can move around. And Shannon's, Tom is just getting on my, I got 1,000 nerves, and Tom got on every last one of them. He's out here talking like he ever could run. Ain't no point putting his name in the same sentence with Michael Vick. He never could run. I was here laughing. But Brady feels good because Belichick's not there.
And when you put pressure on, and when you put pressure on Brady, he'll go right down like Bambi, right to the ground.
But Tom feels good because he can never talk any kind of trash or anything when he's with Belichick, because Belichick runs that house with a serious discipline. You don't, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and that's
sir.
why. And Cam, I think Cam pissed him off kind of quickly too. So,
But I think y'all's division gonna be tight, man.
Yeah.
Because I think Arizona gonna have something, because Arizona's got some nice defensive pieces over there on the defensive side.
Tony, everybody else is thinking, I'm worried about them more than any other team in the division. Tony, we got to go, though. We've had too much fun. Let me see you Wednesday. Be looking for you and see what else develops between now and then. Should be a fun week.
Yes, sir. And one of you guys in your chat said to put an APB out on Larry Hoover.
Call it suicide,
night,
folks. Night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Yeah. Larry Hoover and Don Burr, both of them going to be on suicide watch come this weekend. You can already see. Hey, KC!
Yo, Ronbo, man. Shout out to Shabazz, man. Happy birthday, Shabazz, man. You asked him where he's going for dinner. Shabazz said, we're going to Cheesecake Factory, and I'm going to enjoy myself.
Oh, yes, he is. Oh, I just hope heaven's like that. And soon check in the Cheesecake Factory. Wait. Oh, God, I imagine this. The whole place is nothing but a large cheesecake factory? Oh! Because, and even their entrees, their restaurant, the food is good. They got some Louisiana cuisine.
They got like a textbook-sized menu there.
Oh, they do. And,
man.
God.
So what's shaking, Rumble? What Kyle say today? Who died at camp today? What's going on?
Yeah, we're okay. We got no injuries other than Trey. It's really funny because, we haven't got any new injuries, put it that way. The guys have been hurt for a little while now. Trey's been going through. You know what I found out, though, KC? I imagine a chipped finger being for exactly what it sounds like. Red Eye defined what a chipped is. That's around your joint.
You need all 5 fingers to throw the ball.
Yeah, but I know it's a joint. I thought maybe at the end of your finger, maybe something got. Chip means more than what I thought. So that means that finger has got to be. He's not playing this week. Not from that description.
Yeah, it was concerning to me too because I didn't know that it was his right index throwing finger. That sucks. But I don't know. Just glad it's not his foot.
Somebody pointed out earlier that Elway had that same condition, that he did have to have a surgical repair. They're not saying anything. They wrapped it up. They put him in a splint. I guess the doctors probably already looked at it and said, he'll be fine. He just needs to let it alone for a minute. We're going to see. If next week they're still talking about, though, we got a problem.
Yeah. Well, good thing we have Jimmy Garoppolo, right, Ronbo?
Yeah. And the thing is, we don't have anybody else. So, that's why. Yeah. And this is part of what took place in the first place. Lynch and Shanahan said, if something happens to Jimmy, and unfortunately it keeps happening, we're not going to have to rely on Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard. So let's go ahead and get us a blue-chip quarterback. Jimmy's contract runs out soon, and we'll just get him up to speed. And, because what Super Bowl teams always keep, if you're not a franchise quarterback they're going to keep forever, they keep a fresh new import in. So if Trey's going to be the guy, then you renew his contract in 4 years. But in the meantime, you got a window opened up while he does that to sign him to the franchise contract in years to come. It's the formula. That's the way it works, right? So he needs to heal up. We'll have no time for CJs and Knicks anymore. We've got to have a premier quarterback in there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll find out Wednesday. I wonder if they're going to tell us, Casey. Everything that goes on in San Francisco is hush-hush now. So if we find out anything, there's no leaks, as you know. If they want you to know, you'll find out. But if they 49ers don't want you to know, you're not finding out.
That's for sure. They have a good thing going there with John Lynch and Kyle.
Yeah.
And I think those two really trust each other.
Yeah, they do. And they trust everybody in the office. And can you imagine, Casey,
And on top
if
of that, a
something
lot
does
of
get
people
out?
want to play for the 49ers. So.
I know, right? I mean, we got this guy for I mean, you got Norm, Josh Norman. He's coming on an incentive contract. Josh Norman. I know he's 33, but Josh Norman, you're playing on an incentive contract.
And didn't he just sign like a $40 million contract a few years ago too?
Yeah,
Washington, 5 years ago or something.
He stripped him naked. Yeah.
So that's a major improvement over Dante Johnson.
Yeah. Okay, Casey. That's the thing. Is Dante Johnson gonna sit out? Because we got too many guys.
Today, right?
I think we got too many guys now. So yeah, I think
I'm pretty sure they released him today.
Oh, today? Because I didn't see it. Okay. Poor Dante.
Yeah, that's who they switched.
Yeah, they had a photo of him signing his new contract and everything a couple of 2-3 weeks ago, and he was all smiles before the season starts.
He's not going to be all smiles when you got to play Derek again, though. I'll tell you that. That was the first thing I thought of. I thought
you're talking about Josh Norman.
I said, week 16, we got to play the Titans, man.
Derek's probably going to say, he's probably got in his contract, okay, I'm going to play every game except week 16. All right, can we agree on that? That truck ain't running over me
I'll tell you
more.
what, Ronbo, I don't blame him. I don't want to go tackle Derrick Henry too, man.
Listen, Casey, that's why I didn't say nothing. When people start saying anything about, man, that dude got trucked by Derrick Henry, I said, man, you don't understand, man. You played ball before? If you see a dude like Derrick Henry coming down the field, 6'3", 247, and runs like a gazelle, if you step out in front of that, it's a business decision. You don't want to play no more, or you know exactly what you're doing. Chances are you don't know exactly what you're doing stepping out in front of Derrick Henry. He does that all the time, and there's photos and film for everybody in the secondary to know. You've seen what happened to the last dude that did that. Go ahead. You're next. God.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch, though. And he's been one of the best players in the league since he got into the league.
Yeah.
And
Derrick Henry's no joke, man. That dude, especially once he breaks through the initial front line, he gets the linebackers are running behind him, and there you are, a cornerback or a safety. What? You guys are the ones he's waiting for. He can't wait to get to you.
Yeah, well, good thing we got Hufanga back there.
Who? Hufanga. But you know what, though?
Yeah.
I worry about guys like Hufanga, Ward, and Fred. They don't care. These guys are true warriors. They will take Henry on, and I just hope that ends well. That's all.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank God they got like thank God they got 11 defensive linemen right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're good at gang tackle. We got some big guys up front. When he runs into Javon Kinlaw and Nick and guys like that, no need to worry. They'll take him down. I just don't want him to break through the initial, the front line line of scrimmage, because that's where he gets dangerous. If you can get him up in front with the bigs, then we'll be fine. Our big guys can handle Derrick Henry, no problem. So, hey, Casey, look at this, man. We got to go. And, hey, Casey, I'll see you Wednesday if you got time for us, all right?
All right, sounds good, Ronbo. Take care, bud. Have a good night,
You too. Night, Casey. And, oh, my God, really? I see his name pop up. It says Hayden. Hayden, come on in, man.
Ronbo, it's been forever, Ronbo.
Yeah, it has. What have you been up to?
Nothing. I actually went to the Chiefs game and the Raiders game, and the Raiders game was more fun than the Chiefs games for obvious reasons.
I know, right? Did a lot of things in that Raider game. So, yeah.
I have to say, Mostert looked, oh my Lord, he's like, when you're at the game, he's like, so, how he moves, it's like, well.
I mean,
And Ronbo, I have to remind these kids in the chat that think they forget who I am.
Go ahead, tell them.
It's like it's funny to me how they. It's just I don't know. They just TNT is like no more. Half the people that last time I was here is not there.
Yeah,
So
I think they'll
whatever
be back
happens
there.
with it, I need.
Hopefully they'll be back
I need
during the regular
someone new
season.
to pick on. So I need someone new. I need.
Hayden.
Oh, and I need it. Yeah, boy, go ahead.
No, you draw that kind of attention, so I'm sure you'll find somebody that wants to mess with you, guys. Be careful, you're gonna mess with Hayden. He loves it.
So see, it's like I like Trey Lance, but it's like I don't know why people think he's gonna be like the next like he's not just gonna be like from one day like he's not gonna turn into like a Joe Montana in like one day. It's like he needs to develop. It's not like I don't know what people think he's gonna be like so good in like the first week of the regular season because okay, I like Trey Lance, but the thing he needs to work on is like it's not a baseball. He throws it like he needs to he needs to have some touch set because like he's throwing it where the guys can't. Like the Chargers game in the beginning, like they couldn't even catch it. So he needs to calm down with the baseball fastball.
He's got a big arm. Hayden, you know what? Now that you mention that, though, you watch film highlights of him at North Dakota State. Those guys were catching this ball, which kind of I thought about that after watching our guys see the ball zip through their hands.
That is weird. Now that you say that.
Yeah.
How the college guys could catch that, but not the professionals.
Yeah, and also that that bomb he threw down the field. See, a lot of the ball loses a little bit of that sting when it travels a distance like that. So this is the kind of thing maybe he should do more often. Colin Kaepernick had the same issue. Colin Kaepernick could throw the ball out of the stadium, and when he threw the ball deep, when it was accurate, it was great. But if you were like 10, 15-yard little slant or something like that, I used to be scared for the guy because you knew that ball was stinging as soon as it hit their hands. Because, your good receiver is going to use his hand to make the catch, right? You probably saw when Richie James, that ball skidded off his head. Did you see that by chance?
Yeah. Okay.
That was pretty funny. Oh, God.
Can we talk about like the Kerry Hyder of this offseason? Trent Sherfield. Oh my, he is mind blowing to me for being like someone that was supposed to be like
he was supposed to be a special teams expert, right?
Special team. Now he seems like he's gonna be a third string.
Sanu, you mean third guy on the chart on the depth chart, yeah.
Yeah, because Richie James. So they didn't re-sign him; they cut him basically. They waived him.
Well, he's on the IR. Richie's having knee procedures, so he's like out. So So he's gonna be back later and get cut. I'm kidding. Richie keeps surviving the cut. I had him cut 2 years ago, Hayden. I don't know how he made the team that year. I think he got hurt that year too. Something went wrong with his wrist, and he got put on the IR. And this year, the knee goes out just before it's time to get cut, and he goes on the IR. So I'm wondering, and the 49ers got rid of a guy for getting hurt. One of those linebackers got cut while he was on the IR. So I guess Richie survived the cut again.
And like I said, people have calmed down with the Jalen Hurd train again. Like I said for the past 2 years, like remember when everyone was like, oh, Jalen Hurd, he's back, and then he gets hurt. And then remember, people forget about this name, but remember when Dante Pettis last year was playing so good in training camp, And I made a bet with you, Ronbo, to get his jersey, but what happened to him?
Yeah, no need to buy a jersey. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Dante got thrown out of New York, too. Poor guy.
He did?
Yeah, he got waived 3 days ago.
Oh, and people need to stop, like, with the... I'm not the biggest Jimmy G fan, but, like, to wishing him to get hurt so Trey could play. Come on, guys.
I know, that's so strange.
No.
You know, that's why I said,
See, but 2019, they were like, oh, my God, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I still don't know why he's hated so much.
It's crazy how fans can... It's crazy how fans could switch like that. It's, like, kind of hilarious. Like week 1, Trey does one bad throw. Oh my God, there goes the future.
You know, I'm waiting for that. And actually, if I'll side with Trey in a heartbeat. I hate people that do that. Don't start. You loved him now, and all of a sudden now you gotta hate him. Don't do it. People get hurt in this game. Okay, that's like they don't.
And then
anyway,
they go like, oh, we should have got like Mac Jones. But then before they were like, oh, Trey Lance is way better than Mac Jones, but it's like one game, like one pass. Really, you're gonna decide his whole future in the NFL.
Hey, we got to pull up though. Hey, good to hear from you. I'm glad to hear you back too. Tell you what, we're gonna go and let me look for you Wednesday if you got some time.
Ronbo, I am back, Ronbo. I don't know why it wasn't me. Just I don't know. I just kind of
took a break,
do my own thing. But Ronbo, I am back.
All right.
Ronbo.
All right. I look forward to seeing you Wednesday. Ronbo. All right. Night, Aiden. and there's Jamie.
No.
Jamie. Oh.
Hey, Ronbo.
Jamie. So we're sitting here going over what's pretty much obvious, but I just wanted to see if I collect any opinions on what is going to happen to the heir apparent, the child of great expectation, the man who's ready to put the crown on right now in many minds, Trey Lance. You know what? I didn't know. Jamie, did you know what a chip finger meant? I just Red Eye defined what it is. That's serious, more so than I knew. It's around the joint area.
As long as they went in there and either removed the chip or got it back in place, it'd be fine.
Do you think they went in on that finger?
Time to heal.
Well, okay, they did.
I don't know.
Did he have a procedure?
I don't know if he did or not. I don't know if he needed one. Maybe it was just chipped and then they just taped it back down. It's going to heal.
Okay, but what would cause swelling? That's really. You know what? I may have done that in my lifetime because I remember some time I jammed my finger, and the pain was unreal. I'm talking like wanting to cry. The pain was so incredible, you know. And, man,
my hands are pretty hammered too. I'm sure I've done something like that. I got like bones sticking out the side of my knuckles and stuff.
Oh yeah, those are. You said, you know what, Jamie? You were supposed to get that splinted up, weren't you? You know, that's what being tough is between high school and whatever time. You think you can stick it off, pull it back into place, and keep going. That's
just squeeze it. Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I just looked through on my television. I looked all the way up to Sunday, and I'm not getting the 49er game.
Oh.
I get to watch Green Bay and Seattle.
Oh. Are you? Are you in Seattle, Jamie?
No, I'm just below there, up here.
Okay, so you're out of the zone, the Niners zone. So if anything, you should be able to get Seahawks games, right?
Yeah, I get to watch the Seahawks, and then I get to watch Green Bay and New Orleans.
Well, why would you get Green Bay and New Orleans? That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. It's the 1 o'clock slot. Why wouldn't I watch our division?
Oh, because the morning game. Oh, you're gonna get the morning game. Unfortunately, you can't get it because it's blocked out, and then you get an afternoon game. Neither of which are you interested in. It's so bad.
No, I'm mad. What was the name of that website that guy said to go to? You remember it?
Oh, it's DOFU, right? DOFU. Type in DOFU and see what you get on Google. And that's supposed to take you right to where you get DOFU Sports, maybe? DOFU Sports, maybe. Anyway, yeah. Fire Stick still works too, from what I understand. See, Slick is suggesting Fire Stick. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Fire Stick.
Yeah. So yeah, these are. That's why the NFL Network charges so much. They charge an arm and a leg, but I would lose my mind if I had to miss a game. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can get on the PlayStation and order the Game Pass,
right?
But it's like freaking $275. And geez.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway, Norman. I think they got him in order because he's a big cornerback.
Yeah, 6. Well, he's only 6, but he's bigger than the rest of our guys.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. He's not very fast, but I think they got him for like Metcalf and whatnot. For the bigger guys.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny? We don't have to worry about D-Hop, though, because Jason Verrett says, don't worry about D-Hop. You guys help me out on that side of the field. I got this. Because A.J. Green at 6 what? How tall is A.J. Green?
I don't think he's that tall. 6'2", 6'3", something like that.
Yeah, Green. He is thin. Makes him look taller, doesn't it? But that dude is long.
Yeah.
His arms look as long as his body, So.
Yeah, he high points it really good.
Yeah. So you know what?
I don't think he's that fast either.
No, Green's never been a speed merchant. He's just always difficult to cover because of his range. His catch radius is like a mile wide, So.
Yeah. Depends on how many games he lasts too.
Yeah. See, AJ's not good. He's not durable. You hit him, he'll go down the wrong way or something. I don't know what's that bad on him, but it's a terrible advantage. AJ and D-Hop. God.
We don't see them for what, 4 weeks or something like that, 5 weeks?
That's plenty of time, huh?
Yeah, that'd be plenty of time for him to hurt himself.
Look at us. This is just mean. Kyler Murray's going to have enough trouble anyway. 49ers have figured out, and now that we got Trey keeping our guys on their toes in practice, Trey's going to be able to run around and make sure that defense gets to work out on running quarterbacks. He's not as fast.
What do you want to bet that Surfield kid? What do you want to bet that? Sorry, what do you want to bet that Surfield kid goes in there and tears him up?
Surfield against it. Oh God, against the. I forgot about that. Oh, he can't wait.
Yeah.
He cannot wait.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he wants to do that.
And Larry Fitzgerald said nothing but good things about Surfield too. Oh, I tell you.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter who's throwing him the ball. He's going to go in there and tear him up.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to that game. I forgot about the Sherfield connection. So every game to be look forward to this year, though. These are going to be some really good games because like I say, you got JG fired up now like he's probably never been fired up, and now he knows what he's doing. Now you got Trey coming in and looking for to take his job. So now you got to get the best of both worlds. You got the best of Jimmy G that you're ever going to see, and you got Trey trying to go in there and say, "I am the new kid on the block, and I'm here to take over." See, so this would be interesting to see how this works because you got two competitive guys. I can't wait. This season's going to be dynamic.
Yeah. When and D4 being on that pitch count is perfect.
Oh yeah.
Especially against the Lions. We don't need him to be out there busting his nuts against the Lions.
Yeah.
We got plenty of people. From what I understand, that Penei Sewell, he ain't been doing so well in camp and whatnot.
See, there's college football and then there's pros. Now just because you would light it up in college doesn't mean you're gonna light it up in the pros. So come on, Penei.
Yeah.
Welcome to the NFL.
See, he's a lighter. He's not very heavy lineman that would get out on the run like McGlinchey. And when you're going against NFL people, you're gonna get knocked around.
Because they got some big defensive linemen out there, don't they?
Yeah, you're gonna slap him down.
That's why Mike McGlinchey had a couple more burgers this offseason too. I don't know what he meant by getting lighter.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah, he got tired of getting slapped down last year.
Feet flying up in the air. Get out of here with that, Mike. Jamie, look for Mike McGlinchey to have an awesome year too. I'm telling you right now, all the guys that screwed up last year, I'm looking for each and every one of them just come out guns blazing. So it's gonna be a fun year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And
I think they're going to run the ball mostly on McGlinchey's side. I think they're going to, with Mostert and whatnot, like everybody says, they're going to smash out.
Yeah,
I think most runs are going to go to the right side.
Yeah, because Mike comes road grading now. Yeah, we could go over to Mike now, man, because Mike takes it serious. Yeah, and you already know. And the thing is, you got Trey on the other side, so Trent. So Trent, he's from dog from way back. We can run either side. Depends on, what it depends on, Jamie. Mostly, it's the guard and how well he seals. Thomason seals well.
Yeah.
And people don't give. I think that. What's our
Brunskill?
Brunskill. I think he does a good job.
Yeah.
So and Alex
he's
Mack.
pretty good at the run.
Alex Mack is Alex Mack. So,
Yeah. Well, a lot of people favor one side or the other. Like if you're a right-handed, you're going to do better if you run into the right than if you run into the left.
And that's
you're gonna be
true.
Pushing off with your right leg,
And if Mostert feels that way, you're right. And that's why. You know what? That means we have to give a lot of credit. Jamie, you point that out. I've never paid that close attention. Which side does Mostert favor most? And if it is the rights, it has been McGlinchey the whole time. I still remember McGlinchey leading him all the way down the field against the Raiders. I'm talking to the goalposts.
That's what I'm saying. When McGlinchey hits his guy and then lets loose, and then what's his name? The fullback, Juice.
Mm-hmm.
Juice picks up his guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mostert's off to the races.
That's it. And that happened. They
with
worked
McGlinchey
that
out front.
Formula. Best duo. We got McGlinchey and Juice parting the sea. And Mostert takes that long to get through that hole.
1 second, he's gone.
Man, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what. I'll see you Wednesday if you got some time, Jamie. Get that fire stick
Wednesday for
or
sure.
DOFU. Type that and see what happens. I think it's DOFU Sports, and see what
I'll
they got
check
to
that
offer.
first.
All right.
All right, man.
Night,
Thanks.
fam.
See you Wednesday.
All right. It was Jamie. Nobody should be treated that bad. Green Bay and who? Come on, man. Give Jamie some 49er football. Hey, fam, I'm going to take off. Thanks for the call. Stay. Did we ever get to the amount of likes that Ellis was talking about? We get 50 likes. Thanks, fam. I'll see you after Kyle Shanahan speaks this Wednesday. There's that old 8-sided cavities.